Hi.
Well, that was the most somber intro we've ever done. Holy shit. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome to stream. Hi. How we doing? Let's play some... Let's change the vibe entirely. Change the vibe entirely. Hi, friends. Hello, Luke. Hello, Natalar. Hi, Llamas, Killer on Ice, Gelif. Marsh, Speem, hello. Hi, Clampery. Clampery's got some cards to open. Tarian, hello. Hi, Catilla. Can we get an RIP in the chat or an 07 for Carly scheduling a doctor's appointment and missing dog treats today? Thank you for your service. I'm so sorry that you lost the ability to feed these dogs. Killer on Ice, thank you. Thanks for the sub. How are we all doing today? Hello, today is the day. Write it down in your history books. That's not a... that's not the right way to intro today's stream. Oh, no. Fuck. Today's already in the history books. That's not what I meant. Today's the day we beat Dark Souls. Now nothing I say is going to sound considerate after that intro. God damn it. Let's restart. Let's restart. Hello, beautiful... I'll just give the dog some treats and shut up. Holy cow. I really stepped in it that time. Jesus. Hi, Luke. How's it going? Hi, Catilla. Ah, hello. Easy. Gentle. Boys. Good boys. Good boys. These treats come from Gelif, Luke, and Lambrecht. Chat, how are you today? Hello. How are you? What's going on? What's new? I hope you're having an excellent day. I'm really excited to stream today because I think it might mean the end of Dark Souls. I'm not excited for Dark Souls to be over, but I'm very excited to see what the end of Dark Souls contains. What can I say? I'm excited. Is this stream casual? No. The stream is not casual. because we're knee deep in the passenger seat, eating each other out, talking about bacon burgers. Listen, I have to get out all of the inappropriate comments out today because tomorrow we're going to start Astrobot. And I have made an agreement with Tony and or chat that when I play Astrobot, I will not swear a single time. I won't swear a single time. You know what? Maybe we should make this more interesting. The original idea was I'm going to play Astrobot without swearing. People say doubt. People say doubt. I'm over here like, I think I can do it. I think that's too easy. Let's make it more complicated. The original idea was I'm going to play Astrobot without cursing. If I curse, I will gift, what did I say, 5 subs? 10 subs? I'll gift some subs, one way or the other. I don't remember how many it was. So I get punished for swearing once or 1,000 times. Either way, I still do the same punishment, which is like 5 subs. What if we did it differently? What if... Tony says, how about if you curse, you have to personally explain every bad word to Lucas in a child-friendly way? I like where your head's at. There's no way I'll do that ever. You're using my coaching advice against me, which is when a middle schooler says, ha 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 ha, 69, that's funny, you get to say, what's so funny about that? Would you like to explain to the class? Would you like me to call your parents and have you explain what 69 is? Why that's a funny... Hear me out. Every time I curse, new idea. Every time I curse, I have to gift 1 more sub, and we'll keep a total, a count total, and I'm going to set, and it's going to be 0 at the end of the playthrough. And just in case it's not 0, I'm going to set a cap of like, I don't know. What's too many? 30? 50? We're going to do it without cursing, and I definitely believe. What counts as a curse? It's a fantastic question. I think I'm allowed to say things like heck. I think I'm allowed to say poop. Saying something like oh fudge a curse? No. Anyways, we'll figure it out. We're going to play Astrobot tomorrow. We'll have some sort of cursing punishment / counter / something. What counts as a swear, though? Is cum a swear? I don't know, dude. I think it's basically anything Tony doesn't want Lucas to hear, because the idea is that Tony could show this video, that stream, to his young son Lucas, unlike most of the stuff that I make. Tony, what does Lucas count as what is a swear word to Lucas? My wife says fudgicles all the time when she wants to swear and Lucas is nearby. Fudgesicles. I think Tony would agree that cum counts as a swear when his child is watching. I have the same idea, yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think that probably means like penis is a swear. I don't know. I mean, some people are very cool with you know, using the like anatomical body part name for something if you need to. Heck, I don't want to hear that. Just look up Until Dawn swear words.
It was just a prank, Han.
It was just a prank. It's just an anatomical term. Oh, I agree, but I also would have gotten in trouble for saying it most of my young life. I happen to agree with you. Ah, fallopian tubes. What's the worst? Never mind. I'm not going to ask that question. I'm trying to get into the no swearing zone.
Year already?
Not push.
Thanks for all the great streams, Lillenhart.
Not push the no cursing limits. Thank you. Thank you, Gio. Thank you. Wait, that wasn't Gio. That was Oliver. Thank you, Oliver.
I've spent a whole year watching a strange man in my bedroom. What am I doing with my life? JK, I love it here, Lilland.
Two one-year subscriptions at the exact same time. That's incredible. 2 one-year subs at the exact same time. That's so exciting. Oh my God. Tony says, I received a new book in the mail that we read to Lucas at bedtime last night. Did you really? You read it to Lucas? I'm so happy you have a physical copy too. That's so good. Shout out to Carly. Apparently, I have the first version here, but I have a corrected version in the mail, I think. Which is so cool. I got in so much trouble for calling my brother a butthead, and in a ton of trouble if I called him the oh so bad butthole. Butthead versus butthole. Interesting. Luke says, will chat be on screen? Do we have to behave or are we not concerned about reading comprehension?
1 + 2 + 3 + 4 + 5.
Is 15. That's 15 months. Thank you very much. Look at that. 15. Thank you, Artifice. How's it going, Artifice? Tony got one of the goofed ones since we had extras after the reprint. Aw. Can I send the goofed one to somebody? That way somebody has this? Because I'm going to get a corrected version. Can I send the goofed one to someone so that it can exist in the world? Tony, can Lucas read? Xenon, thank you very much for the 26 months. Holy crap. Thanks for the hype train, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oracle says dibs. Yeah, hell yeah. I have no idea who has one, but that could be perfect. Goofed ones are hot collector's items. You got to auction that bad boy. Now there's an idea, actually. That's kind of rude of me to put a monetary thing on it, but auction for charity? Now, that's an interesting idea. You, me, Mars, Tony, and Cheers have one? Oh, okay. Let me think on that. God, you guys are so fucking smart. God, you guys are, so stinking smart. Tony, I'm going to need you to really put a lot of, Tony, is it okay if I ask you before tomorrow what your guidelines are for no streaming? Or sorry, for no cursing? Like, what is Lucas allowed to hear or you know? I need an in-depth explanation before tomorrow. Cum is out, that's for sure. Duly noted. What about balls? Killer on Ice says, I don't know if I ever told you what brought me to your channel, but I watched Subnautica on YouTube. I have massive respect for how you approached it. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. That's really sweet. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Hi, Macrum. Fun fact, found your Dark Souls playthrough on YouTube on episode 70. First time joining live. Baby had not yet arrived at that point. Congrats to live Dad Ryan. That's me. I'm live. Dad Ryan. That's me. Welcome in. Hello. And here you are at probably the last Dark Souls stream, if I ever stop talking and eventually start playing the game, which we will do here in just a minute. Cum is out, that's for sure. What an all-timer. Can we wait, can we add that? What's the current quote list? Add. I never do this. Add quote. Cum is out, that's for sure. Did that work? Did I do that correctly? Quote 1579? Let's go! Quote 1579. Ooh, what Souls-like do you think is next? Probably Dark Souls 2. But it's probably going to be a little bit. I don't know how long it will be, but... I have some thoughts on what's... Yeah. I don't know if you guys know, like, I don't know if you've looked at a calendar recently. But it is currently September 11th, as I should have known before I started the stream in such a terrible way. Yikes. And after September comes the month of October. And October's an interesting, hypothetically, theoretically, October's an interesting month. All months are created equal. They're all great. They're all fun in their own ways. It's just that, hypothetically, October tends to be one of the more busy months for us in terms of game selection. And also, October last year is when we hit partner. So lots to think about, celebrate, do in October, potentially, hypothetically, theoretically. Also, apparently, Factorio DLC releases, which if I go all of October without playing the new Factorio release, then it will be a crime. So we'll see. I need to figure that out. But we have confirmed that Ryan knows what a calendar is. I at least know the months of the year. I'm so excited for Dark Souls 2. Is that what Speem said? Silk Song's coming out? Wait. I've been tricked. How rude of you. How absolutely rude of you. Silent Hill 2 remake? I have not played a Silent Hill game. Is that a scary game? We'll talk more about this another time. I don't need to show my hand just yet. I'm just saying it's currently September. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I didn't say anything. All I said is it is currently September. That's all. The rest is hearsay, is rumor, is gossip, if you will. It's currently September. That's all I was saying. I said, oh, look at the date. Interesting. The month of the year. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. We're going to do exactly one. No, we'll do 2 packs. We'll do 2 packs so quickly we aren't even going to do a prediction. Clampery, are you here right now? I think Clampery's here. Let me reload just in case. Clampery's here. Clampery's got a pack. We'll also open... we will open Samantha's second pack. We'll see what we got here real quick, and then we're going to get into some Dark Souls. Looking for BG3 cards or common Toggle W? We must be thinking of different seasons. Your best so far this season is Backseating Urge. God, this is a funny moment card. In white. Okay. Silburns, thanks for this 8 months. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Thank you. How's it going? When I was a kid, I hid my dad's Silent Hill game because it was too scary for me. It's the 21st night of September. It's the 21st night of September. If we finish early, will we go into lore? Oh, sorry. Let me reread this question. Hey, if we finish early, will we go into lore? That wouldn't count as a curse tomorrow's stream, right? Because all that is really is an adult joke that's sort of hidden in plain sight. No, if we finish Dark Souls today early, we have 69 viewers right now. Nice. We will not do the lore stream today. We will do the lore stream next week, most likely. If we finish it in like the next hour, I guess we'll probably just play Sisyphus, honestly. But yeah. All right, Clampery, what do we got here? Great question. Thanks for asking. Mines of Loria. Silver in slot 2. The day we don't have a prediction, the cards go like this. Oh, baby. Making spaghetti is fine, but explaining what it means is not. I don't think explaining what making spaghetti means counts as a curse. But I do agree that if we're trying to be family friendly tomorrow, explaining it is against the purposes. So I won't be doing that. I do want to... my goal is to make Astrobot so that Tony can watch it with Lucas. That's my goal. Glorious leader in silver. In silver. If you say the word sex, I feel like that would count as a curse. Oh, I don't know that it would, but I guess you're the parent here. Minecraft villager. Huh? And a white proposal. 8 of 10. Incredible. Shout out to RJ for this art. It's so good. So good. The little sweating. Oh, the little mad. The heart. It's so good. Congratulations, Clampery. That's a heck of a final card to pull. Anyways, final pack. Is it just curse words or anything inappropriate? I think we're going to do a curse counter tomorrow, and that's how many subs I will, I guess, for the entire playthrough. And that's how many subs I will gift with an upper limit of some number that I'm not sure about yet. This is why I want Tony to provide me with a curse list, you know? I want a list of what is on the curse list so that we're not questioning later, like, I don't know, is penis a curse? No, it's probably an anatomical body part, but we're not saying, like, is it a curse to everyone? We're saying, does it count as a curse to Tony and Lucas? The important, you know, to two specific people. Lucas knows the word penis, so no. There you go. I could say penis all I want. Pre-stream pregnant. Cult Munity. Meg rookie card. Hamilton the Boar, final card. Oh, let's go. Minecraft villager noises in a white frame. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. That's all we got for packs. That's all we got. Good luck, babe. Dude, Oracle. Are you still here right now, Oracle? Oracle is reading my goddamn mind. You are reading my goddamn mind. Unfortunately. You're reading my mind. I think I may still do that, but I think it's not going to be, the timing is going to be a little different. But I had the exact same thought already. Ryan, are you a Sabrina Carpenter fan? I wouldn't call myself a fan, not because I don't like her. It's just because the only song I know is Espresso. And that other one that I don't remember the name of. We're going to play Dark Souls, and specifically, we're going to beat it. Goddamn would probably be a swear. I agree. Maybe have a bleep noise when you want to curse. Oh, I did that incorrectly.
How about if I just curse in a different voice? Is that better?
Or is that much worse? Probably worse.
Oh my god, this game is so loud. We have to talk for another 60 seconds because there's another 60 seconds of this song left, and I'm not going to pause this song to play Dark Souls. The low voice is crazy. It's funny because I can't hear it. I can't hear it. You guys can hear it. I have to watch the VOD back to hear it. The bleep is quite jarring. It really is. Keep procrastinating. I think I'm going through every stage of grief for Dark Souls right now. Oh, Plastic Satan. Don't be sad. It's over. Feel whatever feeling you want to feel. And or be happy it happened at all. How did you learn your first curse song or curse word? Ann says I learned a lot of curses when I was Lucas's age while sitting in the back of my mother's car as she road raged at people. I don't know how I learned my first curse word, but I do know how I learned most. I know one piece of content that taught me more about cursing and sex and inappropriate stuff than any other piece of content. And that was the song Cult 45, which I listened to on the bus with my friend every single day until we knew every single lyric. And oh boy. Oh boy. Ryan tomorrow, damn it, notices that he cursed. Fuck, I curse. It's gonna be an interesting challenge. Here's why I like Here's why I like the idea of not trying to curse tomorrow. One, I like a challenge at all. Any challenge at all, I'm into. That's not true. That sounds incorrect. What I mean is that, like, my favorite thing to do is if someone says there's no way you could do this, to then be like, okay, let me try. Like, I'd love to try. Let me try. Is it true? The minute you say I can't, the minute I go, I wonder if I could. Exclamation backseat, you're goddamn right. Thank you, Carly. Thanks for doing the Lord's work out here. Thanks for doing the Lord's work out here. All right. Are you guys ready? This could be it. It's also possible we spend the next 3.5 hours raging against the dying of the light and failing. But this could be the last Dark Souls stream. Before the lore stream, which we'll do probably next week, where we finally get some answers to my million questions, like, is fire the problem? How did I become cursed with dark sign? Where are the legends of old? What did the bells awaken? Who can I trust? Why isn't it Silver Morph Suit Man? Are the dragons really gone? We know the answer to that. Are you ready? This could be it. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome to Dark Souls. Don't be sad it's over. Smile because it happened. However that phrase goes. This could be the end. The problem is I'm not even close to beating Piano Man. I'm not even close to beating... The song's by Elton John, right? Is that a Billy Joel song or an Elton John song? Is it Billy Joel? Or is it Elton John? I can never figure it out. It's Billy Joel. God damn it. It's Billy Joel. I can never beat Billy Joel. We'll see how that goes. You want me to run the prediction? Absolutely. Please and thank you. In case you missed it, yesterday we discovered that we had already beaten the DLC. And then discovered... we discovered what we knew all along, which was that... that Lord Gwyn would be the last thing, or at least one of the last things, between us and the end of this game. Lord Gwyn does not seem easy for me to beat. Lord Gwyn seems very difficult for me to beat. But, he's got a banger of a soundtrack, and that's what matters. Sorry, that song's by Elton Joel. It's by Billy John. Oh, perfect. I love Billy John. Big fan. Backstab. How'd you like Bed of Chaos? I did not like Bed of Chaos. I feel like you knew the answer to that when you asked the question. Sing us a song, Lord Gwyn. Sing us a song tonight. At the last kiln of the first fire of Lord Ran. I'm not going home alone tonight. Oh, you're so fast. We gotta get behind you. Get behind you. There it is. Keep our stamina up. Yeah. Get behind you. Ooh. You still damaged me. It's all fine. Okay. Yeah. I can't even dodge. It's so fast. Can we just heal? Nope, we're dead. Ryan, you didn't give the prediction enough time? Shit, I guess we'll have to cancel it. My bad. My bad. I totally forgot. Hold up. Let me cancel it. Let me delete this prediction. That was attempt 12. Delete and return points. We died before the prediction was even like halfway over. All right, my bad. Attempt number 13. Off to a great start. Woo. I'll make it 1 minute. You're okay. I mean, I have to run all the way down there. Although I don't... I've been fighting these guys, and I probably don't have to. But I kind of want to kill one so that I can Let me kill one, heal my stuff up, and then we'll, like, my armor and stuff. Then we'll go back into it. 2 minutes then, so stall? Absolutely. Stalling shouldn't be a problem. Do you guys want to talk about where gossip comes from? All in? All in on what, Galef? What are you all in on? We're going to take that money. PB is at a decent place, to be honest. Yeah, you should see where... I wish we had a marker. I don't actually wish this. But if we had a marker for second PB, it would be a lot further to the right than that one. Or like, you know, like... Best attempt was there. Second best attempt was further to the right of that. Ryan, I'm running out of Intrepid Hero D20. Luke, remind me, did you finish Starstruck Odyssey? What's next for you? You're running out of Intrepid Hero Dimension 20. First off, exclamation D20. Second off, did you know that tomorrow, the live show from Dimension 20 from the Intrepid Heroes gets posted to Dropout? So ask and you shall receive. I think tomorrow there will be a new episode of Intrepid Hero content. The live show from Europe. I don't know what it is though. I think it might be. I don't know what campaign it is. I have my suspicions, but I finished Starstruck. I finished all of Fantasy High. I'm halfway through Unsleeping City 2, and then I have to finish Never After. You've seen more than me. I finished Never After, but I have only watched a little bit of Unsleeping City 2. Damn! All right, let's just try running. God damn. Do you think there's a good way to get into D&D without having a friend who's a skilled DM? Sorry, GM? I hear great things about gaming stores and bars that host D&D nights. I hear great things about that. I have many friends who have gotten into D&D and stayed into D&D from that. Okay, this is working so far. You guys like Turkish pizza? I don't know what Turkish pizza is. Oh, Jesus Christ, they're fast. Going to a gaming store is a great option. If you have one near you, I would recommend that as your first option. Yeah, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Nice. Oh, hello, my friend. I took immediate damage. Get on your hip. You're so fast. That was a hell of a move. What was that? Jesus Christ. He's out here getting silly with it. Hitting him with the razzle dazzle. No, I'm dead. How? Also, on a side note, is anyone interested in a COC one-shot for the Halloween season? Sven, what is COC? Is it a which it stands for? It's short for some TTRPG system, right? Call of Cthulhu? Is that the system or the Clash of Clans? You died because your HP bar went to 0? Excuse me. You got hit? Excuse me. Will you all refer to the pinned message in the chat, please? 1 minute prediction, by the way, because I'm sprinting there. Fuck me, I'm going to die. So get your bets in quick, because any attempt could be the attempt. I'm lying to myself. I have so much more room to grow. Here's my other piece of advice. If you want to get into D&D or a TTRPG system, we have people in the Discord who would probably do something for you if you express your interest in it and ask kindly. Sleeping City 2 is really good. It's weird because it's not in the dome, but it's still really good. I've probably seen 2 or 3 episodes of it. Megan is currently watching that as she falls asleep at night. So, 5 minutes at a time. But I love Unsleeping City Season 1. And I love... Never mind. I can't say that. Spoilers. I love a certain character in Unsleeping City 2. What I've seen of them so far.
Quick stopping on my lunch break and then leaving for
Yo!
those boilers. Hopefully you won't need too much.
How am I alive? How am I alive? How am I alive? Hi, Bitter Blue. I would not put a lot of money on me not dying. That doesn't count. Don't pay that out. Oh no, does that count? I was in the boss room. There was a boss. That counts. How? Clip that, please. Please clip that. I want to see that. I died to the boss, but I didn't even see the boss. That one was not for the Bloobies. I think that counts for the prediction. We've always said... I think we've usually said if he makes it to the boss... Damn. Oliver said, little into points. Disbelief. Wait, I believed. Oh, no. It's like the 4th time you died this way and you don't learn. Natalar, with all due respect, that is not the 4th time I've died that way. It might be the 2nd. I think once by Smug and by Pikachu and Snorlax, something sort of similar happened. It's definitely not the 4th time. I've definitely learned. I just hoped that it wouldn't happen. My shots are going to take a real hit this stream. Depends on what you're betting. Are you believing? Then yes, they will. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, you're correct. Yes. Yep. Stamina back. They changed the clip creation layout, and I almost got confused. I need to take a look at that because I haven't actually seen the new layout.
Have you considered using both hands on the controller for this fight?
Wait, I am. Wait, I am. Wait, I am. The new clip layout page layout is cool. Here's the thing I like about it. They made it so that you do have to click create clip or publish clip or whatever at the end. Rather than, like, if it used to be, if you hit create, like, if you started the process of creating a clip on Twitch, fuck me sideways with a stick, it would publish that as a clip, even if you didn't edit it or title it. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Now you have to, like, actually, like, show some intention on the finishing of the... Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Okay, dodging is the way, but it's so hard. Oh, Jesus. It's so easy to just spam. Oh, Jesus, no. No! I think we could be here all day. I think we could. Ryan, are you locked in? What if I told you yes? What if I told you that was my best effort? Thanks for the 10 bits, by the way, Sven. What if I told you that was my best effort? Would that make you disbelief? All I'm saying is, you bet blue. Are you locked in? You bet blue after watching me die before the boss battle even started. Are you locked in? Thank you, Deku. You have to break 563 eggs to make an omelet? It's true. All in? Oh, God. We can do this. For legal reasons, that was a joke. You're not all in? That's smart. It's all right. We wouldn't want it to be easy. This game has been... I mean, remember the struggle? Remember Bell Gargoyles? 39 or 38 or whatever attempts? There's nothing like the worst thing that a boss can be at the end of a Souls game is easy. You know? I still have a tinge of regret that Redacted and Redacted at the end of Bloodborne only took me so many attempts. I still have a tinge of regret that I was just fucking on it that day. And that I didn't get to fight them for hours at a time. That hurt. I tried to dodge. How did the end of Sekiro go? Oh, no. The end of Sekiro is the exact opposite. Redacted and Redacted took me 1,000,000 attempts. That's right. That's right. Also, you died, by the way? I did. Sekiro was great in that regard. Sekiro was amazing in that regard. If a person exists who 1 or 2 or 3 tapped the... I'm avoiding spoilers on purpose, so please do the same in the chat if you can, because people want to play Sekiro who will be watching this video or who are currently live hanging out with us. If people exist who like quickly tapped the final boss or the optional boss, you know, then they're made of stronger stuff than me. You jumped at that guy like you were going in for a hug. Welcome in, Whoopate. Hello. You did well your first try. Just repeat that and try again. But then I had no fear. I had only awe. And I had a sort of stupidity that I cannot recreate. You know? That's the problem with first attempts. I had, if you will, a blindness that I do not currently have. Now I'm aware that he's scary as shit. And fast. Head empty, no thoughts? You're right. Head empty, no thoughts. And that's alright. Alright, Gwen. Lord of Cinder. How about I'll be the Lord of sending you back where you came from, am I right? Look at that dodge. Head empty, no thoughts, no curses. No comebacks. Oh, that was a good dodge, I thought. Nope. Okay. No, nope. He had one more in him than I thought. Try healing here if we get over to it quick enough. Nope. Heal there. Perfect. Perfect. Can't hit us. Perfect. Perfect. All we got to do is string that together about 18 more times. About 6 more times. Based on the HP bar. He drains my HP and then he fucks me up. Oh, no. Give me a pillar. Give me a pillar! No! No! Okay, can I ask a front seat question? Hi, Evo. How's it going? Front seat question. Sorry, one second. I'm going to read a comment real quick. Been watching your YouTube series with my girlfriend. Figured I'd stop in for Gwen. Hi! I'm always hunting for blind runs of Dark Souls, but your considered gameplay had me checking out your other series, and I guess I can stick around. Hello. Hi! Say hello to your girlfriend for me. I'm just kidding. That sounded weird. I just wanted to say thank you to you and your girlfriend. Thanks for watching. Twitch logged me out of everything for some reason. Oh, weird. Okay, I want to ask a front seat question. I don't know if I've asked it already. Because my mind is a sponge. Okay. how to answer this, how to ask this. I'm married, by the way. I'm gonna ask the question first, and then I'll tell you my guess on it, or my thought on it. Front seat question: what is boosted by the wolf ring? When it says boosts poise, what is the like in-game mechanical explanation for what is poise? Does that make sense? Your ability to not be staggered to tank attacks. Stagger resistance from getting hit. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna pay attention to something. Okay, that's the end of the front seat period. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on that. I think I understand what staggering is, at least based on other games and based on my experience of this game so far. You know. I think, and this is all rhetorical. This is all very rhetorical. I think one of the things that happens, I don't know if it only happens this way, but I think when my stamina bar gets down to 0 by blocking one of his attacks, I get staggered. I get this like frozen frame where I can't input anything. I don't know if it happens from other stuff too, or if it just happens then. I'm not asking. But I think when I removed the wolf ring, my ability to withstand his like 4 attacks in a row by dodging 2 of them and blocking 2 of them went down a lot. I probably should just dodge more. I don't know. I also don't know if like, I'm still trying to figure out how that would mechanically work. If it increases poise, does it increase, this is all rhetorical, does it decrease the amount of my stamina bar that goes down when I block an attack? Does it just mean that the poise, like pause, is shorter? Does it mean that it doesn't occur at all? I don't know. I'm going to pay attention to it on this attempt. Just talking through things. Hi, Requiem. How we doing? Okay, that. No! What the fuck? No! I thought I was alive for a second! He sent me to the abyss. You motherfucker. Sorry, hero. Did I scare you? You're a good boy. My bad. Sorry I yelled. Good boy. Sorry. Can you fall? Fuck me. You can't. Curiosity killed Mark von Hjarlan. I think Gwyn hammered me down into the ground so hard that I fell through the floor. I think that's what happened. That was wild. I wonder if that happens very often in this fight. Has anyone else ever seen that before? That's a front seat question. Have you ever seen it before? Never seen it? Never? No? Hell yeah. Special. Mark is special. We all knew. Never seen that? All right, great. You gotta laugh at it for sure. That's amazing. It did happen with the grab attack. I thought I'm far enough away that he missed the grab attack, but then I like teleported for a second and then I went through the floor. He made his own fresh concrete when he pounded you through the floor. Absolutely. Fresh concrete. Fresh concrete. Billy Joel. Lord Billy Joel. We're dodging. We're dodging. Get me in here. Get me away from the wall. No, not you. God damn it. Okay, we're going to test our poise. We're going to see exactly what poise means. Get away from that shit. Okay, that was interesting. I couldn't tell what exactly happened there. Stamina got drained. I had a moment of not being able to do anything. That's just rough. Oh, buddy. What attempt are we on? Find out here in a second. 19? That's a great number. It's a fantastic number. What's our highest DS bosses? I mean, in a way, it would be an honor if Billy Joel took over Gargoyles spot at 38. Four Kings, surely you forget the Bell Gargoyles. You forget the pain cave that was the Bell Gargoyles fight. Didn't DOH break triple digits? I believe so. I don't know if it actually did, but I think so. You could beat Bell Gargoyles so easily now. You need to add one to the death counter? I got you. Thank you, Deku. DOH is a different FromSoft game boss that we're not going to say too much about. But it's a tough one. DOH might be the toughest boss I've fought in a FromSoft game. But I don't know. I'd be interested to go back to it today. That fight was so fun. Just pretend everyone's betting on blue? Sure, I will. Absolutely. Thank you, Deku. We all say in unison. Thank you, Deku. We all say in unison. Jury is out on poise right now, by the way. Going to a grab. Okay. I'll try and heal behind this shit real quick. Nope. Nope. No, I'm not. Can I keep you on the high ground? Because then some of your attacks just miss. I have the high ground now. Keep you on the high ground? Oh, I was going to pull out the throwing knives. You were stuck for a second, and I swear to you, I'm sorry, believers, but it's true. I was going to pull out the throwing knives. That hit me. Look at the elevation. I think the elevation could be used to our... That's a good window for us. I've been saying we play close. Maybe we don't play close. Maybe with the wolf ring up, we play far. His HP is not... I haven't done much damage, but... Oh, God. Saved by the elevation there. That hit me through the fucking thing. I call bullshit. That also hit me. No! You're so scary. My brain just floods when you attack me. It's a flaming sword coming straight out of hell to kill me. Did we not count the falling through the floor as an attempt? We did count it as an attempt. I think so. After a year of waiting, I finally got my date for surgery on my bum ear. I was so nervous, but it will be such a relief to get my ear fixed. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Rin Snips. That's great. When's the big day? I'm really starting to doubt this game will be finished today. Hey mods, can you guys can one mod do me a favor? Can you pin Natalar's message today? Their most recent message. We can go without backseat pinned for a while. Thank you. Thanks, Evo. I appreciate you. 569, what if? Imagine. Ryan, I believe in everything, but you need a good attempt so I can make a profitable pink vote and get my supply back up. Listen, Uzai, your problems with your supply, that's your issue. All right? Iego says, is Dark Souls 2 next? It will be the next Souls game I play, most likely, but it will not be the next game. It will be at least a number of months before we play it. It won't be the next game we play. It won't be October. It'll be, my guess is much later. But who knows? I don't know. I don't really schedule like when I'm gonna play a game just because I wanna feel ready for it. We'll get to it when I feel hungry for more Dark Souls. Okay. Front seat question, yes or no? Please only answer in a yes or a no answer. Does increased poise reduce the amount of stamina drain from blocking an attack, yes or no? Does increased poise reduce the amount of stamina drain? No. Okay. That makes sense. I love Dark Souls. I love FromSoft. Half the battle, there's bosses. Sure. There's the camera that kind of hates you depending on the game you're playing. Sure. But then there's just, what this item says something, but what does that mean? What does it do for me? It's the best. What's on the list, or is it a surprise? List of like games I'm gonna play next. Astrobot starting tomorrow. That's the full list. At least that I will talk about publicly. The rest is a surprise / stays inside of my brain. I really want to play Astrobot. I'm excited. So it is a surprise. I mean, if I were to give you 100% complete honesty, I generally have an idea of sometimes you like encounter a person who's a streamer or not, who's like, I have no games that I'm like itching to play. That's not my problem. My problem is I have a list, a mental like idea of games that I really want to play, that I really, really would love to play right now and I would be happy playing. The question is just like, what makes the most sense from a excitement or a scheduling or a etc., like variety of gameplay experiences, and so I'm just kind of like always mentally juggling those and being like, ooh, like for me, one of the reasons I won't play Dark Souls 2 next is just because I want to feel very, oh god, I want to feel very like fresh to do 100 hours. Fuck, that's the wall, don't grab me. I want to feel up for and completely excited by the prospect of spending 100 hours on Dark Souls 2, you know? Or more. I don't know how long it takes. Oh, God! The amount of damage I've put out right now is so awe-inspiring. This fight is insane. This fight is wild. This fight is hard. Burning yourself out on a game is also never a good feeling, and it's my literal #1 priority. I never ever want to feel like streaming is a task I have to get done in that way, or like playing a game. Games are the definition of like the medium that just most feel like play, you know? Play in the way that you're like experimenting with stuff, like you're just seeing what would happen if you blink, you know? It's just like the definition of like playing around. Ryan, do you know what the Magnus Archives is? I have no idea. Is that the archives of all of Magnus Carlsen's most recent chess games? And so to me, like, the most important thing is keeping the the ability to do that, to play or wonder or delight in, like keeping that as my #1 priority beyond, you know, #1 priority is like my family, my health, and then that stuff. Dark Souls is going to be irreversibly tied to fatherhood in your head. Absolutely. Absolutely. Damn, never mind. It was going to be another bid to entice you into playing STP, which is Slay the Princess. What's the Magnus Archives? You play chess? Very badly. Stone Temple Pilots. STP, wrong answers only. Stone Temple Pilots. 3 words that I cannot say tomorrow when Lucas is watching. I'm 100% the same way. I need to play a couple of other games in between FromSoft titles. Yeah. Save the pies. Lambrecht. Yee! What do we fucking do here? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a rhetorical question. Do I play far or do I play close? If I play far, I can maybe do a little bit more of this, you know? In the very small windows I get a chance to attack in. If I play close, I'm just... He's got 4 attacks, and I never escape 4 attacks unscathed. I think 4 is about the maximum he's done in a row. I truly never escape that unscathed. I'm not good enough yet. So maybe the answer is just get better. There's 1 attack that I didn't escape unscathed. He has a little moment of vulnerability after that attack. After the grab, which makes sense. He has to commit to it. No! Trying to bait out an attack, and it worked, but it worked too well. Camera. There you go. Ah! I thought I dodged. Did I not have any stamina? No! Try it. Try the heal. We'll tank if we need to. Perfect. No, not perfect. Thought I had you lined up. Get away from that wall. If they hit me, I swear to God. Perfect. No, not perfect. Okay. Gotta start doing some damage. We just have to. And I know. But I'm not in the doing damage phase right now because I'm trying to freaking learn his dodge timings. Because if I don't learn those, I don't think I have a chance. So it's like do a little damage and ruin your chance to learn something? I don't know. Is that actually better? Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Magnus Archives is a series on YouTube by a guy named Jonathan Sims where he writes and tells really cool stories, sort of like his own version of the Twilight Zone. Interesting. Are you interested at all in Black Myth Wukong? I would say I am like abstractly interested in it. I'm not going to play it unless it's like game of the year, mind blowing, and then maybe, but probably not for another 4 years. But yeah, mostly because nothing against Black Myth Wukong. It's just that like Ian asked this question the other day, and if it's like. It's mostly, I would say, the like genre of it that I'm like, I don't know. I got so much stuff to play that I wouldn't move it particularly high up the list. I'll keep an eye on like whether or not it's an incredible game and whether or not people are like, this is a must-play experience, you know. But yeah, all in on Disbelief. I deserve that. That's fair. But I don't know. I'm always interested in like, are you enjoying it? Are you playing it? Are you watching someone play it? Are you, you know, what's the like scuttlebutt, if you will? What's the vibe? I'd like to see more experimental indies rather than AAAs on my list, like for me to play. Is that what you're saying? Ah! Yes. I love that. I think you'll be happy with some stuff coming relatively soon. Yeah. I hear that. I agree. Indies are generally shorter and you can play more games. I will say the one thing about this equation that is a vast oversimplification, but is also like a part of, hold up, let me fight this. Let me die real quick and then we can talk. Name some indies you'd love to see me play as soon as this fight is over. Ah! The dodge timing is just insane. It's insane. It's wild. I think I need 18 levels of stamina. Damn. Death's Door. I think you'd love Grim Fandango Remastered, Arzette Jewel of Faramore, Crosscode, Chance of Sonar, Green Hell, specifically indies. Yeah, if Crypt Custodian, Nine Souls, Goose Game vibes. Oh, sorry. Thank goodness you're here. Has Goose Game vibes. Here's the thing I will say about indies. I think the thing that I like, how do I phrase this? The like lenses I use to evaluate whether or not I think a game would be a good fit for me to play and a good fit to like deliver entertainment or something of worth. There's like a number of lenses, right? There's like one, I'm going to say these in truly no order. And in the process, hopefully I can explain why I think sometimes indies are a little harder to get on that list, despite the fact that I'm sure they deserve to be on the list. Absolutely. Like lenses of things I consider when I'm going to play a game. Is the game absolutely beloved by a group of people? And related to that question, is it beloved by everyone, or is it beloved by a small, you know, cult classic group of people, or a really small player base? Like, you know, there's a whole spectrum there, right? Is it beloved and by who? Is it like, has it been on my list of like, that looks interesting and I have desire to play it? Like, basically, have I encountered it sort of in the wild or in the ether before and has some interest sparked in my head? Because that's, you know, that's an undeniable like reason most of us play games is like, I saw somebody saying something about it, or I saw a small clip or whatever. I heard a good thing about it. Return of the Obra Dinn got mentioned so many times in videos like Outer Wilds, etc., Tunic, etc., that I was like, add it to the list. Absolutely. For me, one of the other things is just like how often a game gets recommended, you know? Like, if a game gets recommended a ton, especially in relation to games that I already love, that bumps it up the list. Yeah, those are some of the lenses. And the thing that I think is really unfortunate is just that indies have a disadvantage on like, if that's like 4 lenses, I think they have a disadvantage on like 3, you know? I don't think that means that like, don't take that as I'm not excited to play them. Don't take that as like, some indies aren't like at the top of my list of things to play and hopefully play very, very, very soon. But unless your Death's Door every mention drops it down the list, that's true. Have you ever looked into the Talos principle? Absolutely. I mean, I know nothing about it, but I've heard it recommended so many times, which means that it's on my list 100%. I think it's one of the downsides of the like the lens I was talking about, like, is this game beloved? Some games rise to the top of a beloved, like, are beloved by a small group of people. Think Outer Wilds, etc., Tunic. And that's awesome. That means I find them for sure. Some games are beloved to a smaller group of people than that. And that means they just basically don't make my list because the list of people is small and I only come across a couple of them. Like, many of you just wrote names of games, like many of you just wrote names of games in the chat that I have never heard of before. And I work in, you know, I like quote unquote work in the industry. And that's just like the indie problem, right? Like, damn. You're that willing to recommend this game and I've never heard of it before. Damn. The other, I think, unfortunate thing that I'm saying this with like, I have no idea how to solve this problem, right? The other unfortunate thing is that I sort of have a little bit of a like is that every game I play, not every, but most of the games I play, like, I have a little bit of an idea of like how it might do just based on have other people played it, has it gone well for them? Hopefully I'm far enough away that won't hit me. And so there's a like rich keep getting richer thing about that too, you know? Oh my god, I think that was 5 attacks. You motherfucker. I thought it would only be 4. And that's unfortunate. I don't know exactly what to do about that, other than keep trying to sprinkle in indie games. I think it's also funny the like indie versus AAA thing. I think also just deserves my stamina. I'm just so dead. I'm just so dead. 1 second, let me think. That hit me from so far away. Probably should have healed there, but I also have done 0 damage, so I don't know. Let's get an attack in. Dang. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what else I can do there. Have you considered just doing a wheel for indie games once in a while? I think that would be a great idea, but I also just don't do the wheel right now because the wheel in general, I think... the wheel is great. The wheel of games, for those of you who don't know, we put games on a wheel, we spin the wheel, whatever it lands on, we play. The wheel is great for giving things a chance. Samantha! Hi! Thank you for the 15 months. Hi! We just opened a pack of cards for you earlier. The one, like, quote-unquote problem, the one thing about the wheel that is difficult is that it doesn't accomplish the thing I was just talking about, where it's like, I select a game based on what I'm excited to play, which leads, you know, it's always just random chance that we're going to land on something that like is very similar to what we just played or whatever. You know, of course, there's ways around it. We can do what we've done recently. In a weird way, I guess you could call it like risk mitigation, right? Like, the thing about the wheel is that, like, you just kind of risking something, which is that you could land on like on something that isn't a good fit or is, you know, I don't know. Hi, Keep It Cassie. How's it going? Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything good? I mean, we're having a very fun conversation. You've missed 0 good attempts on the boss. The other one thought I want to say about indies versus AAA too is that, like, I think the indie versus AAA distinction is like a weird blurry line too. And most of the time when I play a game, I'm a little unaware, like not always. If it's from, you know, like if it comes from a developer I have heard of, From Software, then I'm a little bit aware of like where on that spectrum it falls. So many times I just don't know. I'm just playing it because of, you know. This is a business, goddammit. He has to keep playing things that will be profitable, and indies just aren't it. I think Sven is talking a little bit tongue-in-cheek here. But I want to talk about why he's incorrect despite talking tongue-in-cheek here in a second. I don't think it's necessarily like that. Give me a hug. First off, the profitability of this is never my first concern, or second or third or fourth or fifth or whatever. Luckily. Ah, good dodge. Heal? No, bad heal. It's fine. Here's 1 second. Let me die here and then I'll talk. How does that hit me? I'm behind the pillar. Oh, good kick. Okay, that was actually super sexy. Am I attracted to you? Wait a second. Give me 3 seconds to think about my feelings here. Okay, that was a net loss. I'm against the wall! There's no stamina. There's just no stamina. There's just never any stamina. Fuck me with a stick. Heal a second time. I don't even care. That didn't work. That's gonna hit me, but it's fine. We still gained HP overall. Stamina! No! Heal. Good. Dodge. No, I whiffed. Timing was bad. Good stuff. We like the grab at this point. We like the grab. 12 heals. Do I heal here? Ah! No time. There's no time. There's simply no time. Oh, that hit him. I think. Did that hit him? I think it hit him. Perfect. Full health. Now's the time. I think distance is playing us better right now. Distance with the pillar close that we can use. No, no, not like this. Is this a summoning circle in the middle of this shit? Yeah! There's never any stamina. Please, let me heal. 10 heals left. Oh, Lord Gwyn. We like to grab. We like to grab a lot. Good heal. You fucker! How do you just do that? Just move through the pillar like that? I call bullshit. Is this the PB? No, not yet. Don't panic. Don't panic. No! We've been alive for 2 minutes. It has to be a record. Why don't we just try this? That didn't work. That didn't work. No! 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 Pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. Dang, that was fun. Okay, we got a little bit of dancing there. We got a little bit of dancing. We got a little bit. A little bit. Help me. That was some dancing. Okay, here Sven said the thing about like this is a business, indies aren't going to pay the bills. That's not true. I don't care about, I mean, it might be true, who knows, but either way, I don't prioritize the like profitability of the game I'm going to play because it makes no sense. Like, just not why I'm here. I'm in the business of entertaining people. But this is why Sven is sort of onto something. If you say, Ryan, play this indie, and it's my first time hearing about it, in some ways, what I do on stream and on YouTube is I either have to find an audience that exists, or I have to sell to an audience that we already have the experience that we're about to have. Dark Souls is a very easy sell. You're also in the business of laundering chats. I see you. I see you. Don't vote pick on this next one. That's all I gotta say. It's very easy when I go live and write in the Discord, Dark Souls. It's easy for me to sell. There's gonna be some boss attempts. There's gonna be a lot of predictions. You're gonna watch me die. There's gonna be lore that I'm trying to understand, etc., etc. With indies, with small indies especially, the steps are very difficult. My tongue was so far in my cheek, it was all the way in Oklahoma. I love that. The step is very difficult. Hey, game you've never heard of. What can you compare it to? And what is that going to be like watching Ryan play it? That's really tough. That's really tough. It doesn't mean it's impossible, but it just means like, the way I think it, or the way I see it, is like... Wait, are you unpinning Nadalar's message? How dare you? That's fine. Does that make sense? Like, the real problem I see, play short indies, minimizing the risk, playing little gems. I mean, I would say we do a little bit. I would say we do a little bit, right? And of course we could do more, right? There's always another indie I could play, absolutely. But the other thing is, like, you do minimize the risk for sure, but like, so a couple thoughts. Is it really better to play short indies over the other indies that might really deserve coverage? For instance, a game I will 100% be playing on YouTube eventually that will not be a short playthrough is Disco Elysium. There will be, you know, some risk because it's a longer game and it's an indie, aka it takes a lot of time to make content on, but I really highly doubt it will be much risk at all because it's one of the most recommended games I've ever had recommended to me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's just like basically the way I see it, and I'm still thinking through this for sure, but like the unfortunate problem is that like indies just have such a disadvantage on me hearing about them, me knowing about whether or not they would be a good fit for stream, me getting the ability to like hype them up to stream and then make fun content from them. So they just like, they suffer a disadvantage every step. That does not mean we shouldn't do it. Absolutely, we should still do it. I really look forward to you guys seeing the next game I'm going to play on YouTube. I'm looking forward to playing all sort of little weird one-off quirky things that don't have to bend their will to AAA board of, you know, AAA CEOs and their whims about what makes a good video game. Absolutely. I also think sometimes AAAs can still pull that off. They can still be super creative and not bend to a C-suite will that makes them soulless. But I think we're going to try playing the longer, farther game here. Let's play the further game here. We can play the elevation game. That's nice, too. I don't know. Does that make sense? Or am I completely off base with all that? Play only indies, I saw someone say. I have no guarantee you would have ever heard of me if I played only indie games. Does that matter? Probably not. It matters a little bit to me, though. I like my job. I'd like to keep doing it. Oh, damn. That was just a hell of a 1-2 punch. I feel like Death's Door is pretty low risk with this audience. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Hollow Knight's an indie. That's how I found you. I love it. I love it. There are no wrong picks, just games that vibe or not with your audience. People of the internet, are you? Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I also think that like, sorry, I'm looking at something on YouTube real quick. I think it's partially what vibes with the audience, but it's also what I can deliver value to, and that's just the question, right? Like, I don't know. So here's the one other thought I would say, right? Especially on the YouTube side of things. The thing that I mostly have like had success with, or mostly have drawn audiences to us with, and therefore been able to pay the bills, and therefore been able to make my job this job. The things that have mostly attracted people to our YouTube channel is blind playthroughs of beloved games. I think the unfortunate thing, like I was saying, is just that beloved games often ends up being AAA games. Not always, but bigger games in some way, shape, or form. If you look at the most viewed videos on my YouTube, the games are Skyrim, Subnautica, Hollow Knight Mossbag lore video, but not Hollow Knight the game itself. Breath of the Wild, Fallout 4, Portal. I don't know how many games we are in, but we just got to Outer Wilds. Fallout New Vegas, Pikmin 1. Baldur's Gate 3. Unfortunately, I would keep scrolling to try and find one of the a game that like really I don't know how big those games were, how many people they were made by. I know Hollow Knight was made by like 3 or 4 people. I know Valheim was only made by a couple people. I got to scroll a ways, but eventually you find Valheim. Like, Subnautica is an indie. There you go. I play indie games. What do you know? Subnautica is an indie. I found you through Subnautica, which isn't really indie anymore. It's so funny. This is the other thing that I struggle with, because I think, what do we do about talking about developer size? How do we talk about this better? Because I think we have to, right? Who cares about like the numbers? Like, again, like I said, I'm not picking a game based on whether it's indie or AAA. Unfortunately, I think that just has to feature into it a little bit, because it filters, it like affects the things that I then decide on whether or not I'm going to play a game. But here's my question to you. Is indie versus AAA as a distinction failing us a little bit? I feel like that distinction is not actually helping us a lot. Generally, people refer to indie games as games with smaller dev teams. BG3 is not indie, Outer Wilds is, even though neither of those are true by the technical definition. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Labels always do to some extent. Sure, but this is the label that I find like the least helpful. Absolutely. Like, labels are, you know, languages for, in this situation, we're talking about like categorizing, the problem with categories is that they round off all the sharp edges on things. They group things that don't actually belong grouped together. Like, that's the nature of categorizing. But I find indie versus AAA, like, the words we are using is about the, like, a designation about the developer, when what we probably mean is, like, the level of passion and care put in by the size of a team? Or do we mean, like, corporate backing? I don't know. Do we care more about corporate backing or about the size and passion of the team? Because to me, I think I care about, like, when I talk about it, I mean the passion and care side of things. Indie has soul, AAA has polish. Now that's an interesting, we'll have to get into that. Is Skyrim AAA? Is Bethesda AAA?
It's budget plus publisher.
Yee! I just find it to be like a not particularly helpful label, and I wonder how we can talk about it better. Okay, I'm trying to get you to do an attack that gives me a window to attack you, and instead you're just draining my stamina over and over and over again. Fuck me. But I don't know. I'm also still pretty damn new to this, like, whole industry. You jumped over the pillar! Okay, fuck it. No! That won't stab me through the pillar, right? It did. Droglux, thank you for the subscription. AAA is really about the publisher. Piano does go plin plin plon, plin plin plon. Indie more often has soul. AAA games don't really have polish these days, and occasionally also have soul. That's kind of my gut instinct to that. Indie has soul, AAAs have polish. I'm like, I'm not looking at AAA games and being like, that's super polished. I'm being like, that has a big marketing budget. Tons of AAAs have soul? Yeah. I don't know. I'm also, if you ask me, name a game and ask me whether it's AAA or indie, I'm going to have a 51% success rate. Maybe. For me, it's about a developer independently publishing their work, not having to adhere to a publisher's wishes. But then what do we do with, like, Annapurna Interactive, who has my utter trust in their publishing, right? What do we do with games like Annapurna Interactive, who I think are changing the, like, smaller, soul-filled games reaching mass market question? Is it just an exception, or is it a, like, a trend, or a... I don't know. I read a really interesting book on this topic that I can't remember the name of right now, but it's by Jason Schreier, about the way a bunch of different games got made. And what is the name of that fucking book? And I think it, and I will never stop recommending it because it's also, like, about my only window into game development stuff. But it was super interesting, super well written. I know he also has a book coming out about Blizzard and their, like, failures and successes over the, and it comes out, I think, in, like, the next month, and I will absolutely be buying that shit, like, immediately when it comes out. You better believe I want to hear about how about mistakes Blizzard made, and also why WoW is so successful. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. Thank you. Although he also has a second one. I read both. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels is the one I'm talking about, though. Thank you. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It also just, like, I say that. It's very interesting. The other part of it is that, like... All right, we're going to head empty. We're going to head empty. Give me 2 seconds. I feel so weird about attacking him when he's close because then my stamina just gets low right as he is about to attack me, and then I can't do shit. Okay. That was good. We got in 2 big stabs. Don't need to dodge there. Oh, God. That big leap, we can get in and attack. This one we can get in and attack. Okay. Oh, I should have attacked. I got scared. I let fear rule. Fear is the mind killer. I was removed. I dodged. I dodged. I was removed from my own brain by my fear, and that's a heartbreaker. That would have gone so many different ways if I could have got that in. Damn it. Damn it. Maybe it's like music. Indie music is not well-known artists, but once they get more popular, people wouldn't classify them as indie anymore. That's, I think, what we were talking about with Subnautica. I think Subnautica is a great example of that type of trajectory. Gwen is the Ryan killer. Fear is the mind killer. Gwen's the Ryan killer. So is CD Projekt Red a AAA? I'm just sitting here thinking about games with soul. I think The Witcher 3 is a game with soul, despite being a very huge development team. And it's definitely AAA, right? I think The Witcher 3 is a game with so much soul. And I know that, like, the easiest thing in the world here is to just be like, AAA games is to just nitpick and be like, here's a AAA game with soul. Here's a, you know, game that people call indie that isn't even indie type of deal. I'm just like, they are an independent studio that makes AAA quality games, assuming they are not published by someone. IDK. There's got to be a better system. I love Shubius is probably, if Shubius is 100% correct on that, there has to be a better system for calling this stuff. AAA versus indie makes no sense. There has to be a better way. And I know that I'm the last person getting to this conversation and realizing this in the year of our Lord 2024. In the year of our Lord Gwyn 2024. This whole conversation started because I said experimental indies rather than AAAs. Notice the experimental, haha. I crave novelty. Can I push back on you there? I don't crave novelty. I crave good storytelling. I crave good gameplay meets theme meets puzzle making or whatever meets character writing, whatever. Like, the world I grew up in, take a shot. I have a master's degree in creative writing. The lit fic world, like the literary fiction world, it's all novelty. It's so novelty. It's a million people doing the thing you've never seen in a book before. And much of the novelty, that attempt sucked. And much of the novelty doesn't land. Much of it's idea-based novelty, but it's not good storytelling. It doesn't hit, it doesn't land, it doesn't make you feel things, it doesn't make your heart beat. You know? And so maybe that's just me bringing in and out like a different genre's problems to this one. I'm not saying indies like that indies in this genre are like that, but I always have that fear. I always have that fear, right? Like, is this novel because it has an interesting idea at the heart of it? To quote that quote, right? Like, ideas are ideas are easy. It's the, like, how do you get the idea of a thing and the gameplay of it and the thematic element of it and the story it wants to tell? How do you get all of that aligned in such a way that it becomes bigger than the sum of its wholes, the sum of its parts? I don't know the answer to that. That's just like, that's how I feel on the literary side of things. Novelty is cool, especially, and I will say, like, there is a place for just celebrating novelty, period, right? Like, you need some of that just, like, experimental for the sake of experimenting. It pushes what we think is possible. I think a lot of times, like, your favorite artist's favorite stuff is a little bit like that, right? It's experimental. It makes them think. It puts an idea in their head, or it changes their assumption about what the art form can do. And then they go out and make something that also connects all the dots. This is a real problem. I'm writing a book right now, and I'm really tempted to make a game of it instead / alongside it because there's storytelling I want to do that isn't possible through a book. Yee! I love jumping at them. It's just fun. What attempt are we on? Is this 80 yet? No, we'll get there. Maybe we attack after leaps and the grab. There? Yeah. It's this shit that we cannot be close to. If we're close to that, we're dead. If we're close to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punch, we're dead. We can attack after leaps. Leaps and grabs. You absolutely need a balance. I wouldn't have found you if you hadn't played Breath of the Wild. The funny thing about that, Nacho Marks, is the exact game I was thinking of when I said, does the gameplay support the, like I think I think Breath of the Wild, one of its, and I've said this a million times, and I'm sorry if you've heard it, but like, I think the real strength of Breath of the Wild is that it has, the gameplay itself is just so game-ish and playable and fun. Tip number 30, by the way. Yikes. We're doing it. Do you guys think we're any closer to beating this than we were an hour ago? Be honest with me. I think, fuck. I think yes, and in some ways, no. I think yes is the bottom line, but in a lot of ways, no. I wanted to say yes, but no. Found you on Breath of the Wild. I just finished your Last of Us and Last of Us 2 playthroughs. Cassie, I'm going to put you on the spot. Shouldn't every single person in this chat right now watch the Last of Us playthrough? The Last of Us is also not on, like, my most popular games. It's up there, but, like... And I think it is maybe the playthrough I am most proud of. Like, 1 and 2. It's just so good. I want to kill you so that I can have a couple shats. Sorry, souls. To go repair my equipment that I'm sure is fucking struggling right now. It's my favorite? I haven't played it yet? Someone who is a new parent should not watch it? True. There's no way I could go back to the game right now. If you love The Last of Us, I think you'd also enjoy God of War. Can I tell you a secret? I was planning on playing God of War as my next YouTube game, and then Liz XP released her videos, and I was like, fuck, scrap it. I guess we got to do something else. I'm kidding. Don't clip that and send that to Liz. I'm kidding. That's not the truth. I had a different game picked out. But when Liz started playing it, I was like, God damn it, Liz. You're ahead of the game. Clip? No, clip. No, clip. Liz is killing it on YouTube right now. If you clip that part, clip this part too. Liz is killing it on YouTube right now, and I'm in awe. She's killing it. My favorite Ryan playthrough is Outer Wilds. I mean, that's its own level of special, right? What did you think about part 2? It's collecting dust on my shelf. I will not spoil anything about my playthrough, or I will spoil only my very vaguest overall thoughts on my playthrough of The Last of Us 2. Mute up if you don't want to hear what I think about the game. I think it's a masterpiece. I think The Last of Us Part 2 is a masterpiece. And I know that it got a different rep, and I know you can make arguments for why not, and I'm happy to make arguments for why it is. I'm saving Outer Wilds to play for myself. That's the correct choice. I hope it's the correct choice. I don't think you'll regret it. Eee! Do you think the show lived up to the game? Have you seen the show? I have not seen the show. I need to see the show, but I have not seen it. Okay. I'm going to focus up for 2 seconds here. It's a new strategy I'm trying where I focus up. I have a couple tricks for maybe potentially getting a little bit more into the like flow state for this fight, or for Dark Souls fights and FromSoft fights in general. We're going to talk through exactly what we're doing, and we're just going to react. We're going to focus on his movements rather than our own. We're dodging towards. We're hitting him once. We're getting out with the dodges, getting out the back. I got stuck on the wall. Play the long game here. If he leaps, we can attack. If he just rushes forward, we cannot. Like right there, we could attack. Cool. Grab, we can attack. We need to heal. Oh, shit. We need to heal. Even worse than we did before. Thank God he got stuck. Okay. I think we want to keep dodging out the back, but we also keep getting hit. Okay, interesting. I think we can probably attack him after the kick, too. It's got a little bit of a window of... There it is. There it is. Okay, we've got the dance. We can attack after leaps, grabs, and probably kicks. Get out the back. Get out the back. We need to be far. This is the one fight we cannot exist in the gooch. The gooch has forsaken us. We must forsake the gooch. Gwen's gooch! Get out the back. Hit it from the back. RIP to all the people who voted pink who thought I wouldn't focus on this attempt. Attack. Get out the back. Attack. Nice. Get out the back. Attack. Nice. Oh, line him up, baby! Come here, Daddy Gwen. That's a jump. Done. That's just a rush. We don't attack on that one. Oh, God. I'm too close. Too close. Far too close. With no stamina. It's fine. Ah, I'm stuck against the wall! It's a pillar. I need to heal. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Not like this. Heal. Please don't take me out. Oh my God, thank God. The pillar held. The pillar held. You're the MVP, pillar. I could kiss you. No! That would have done good damage. It's not the end of the world. I regret the damage I can't do there. Where's the pillar we love? Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. Hell yeah. Full health. Full hearts. Can't lose. Ouch. It's fine. It's fine. Barely hit. Barely hit. Just the tip. That's the one. Attack. Okay. We'll only take one attack. We must respect the man. Oh, God. We never take two. We do take a long stab if the window is big enough, like after a grab. That's a jump. Hit. The dance. The fucking Piano Man dance. Billy Joel! It's fine. I would love to heal here, because we've really used no heals. Oh, I thought you were going to get me! You did get me. Okay, you did. You did. Okay. We need you to do a jump or a grab. And I would heal. Given the opportunity, I would heal. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank God. Ah! The pillar, the pillar. Keep the pillar. Okay. Oh, he still hit me. It's fine. Oh! If he hits, we have less time to hit him back, so we probably should have done that. I need a pillar! I need a pillar! I'm looking out for a pillar at the end of the night. I'm so sweaty. Ah! Ah! Jesus Christ. Why did I dodge? No panics. Read what he's doing. Jump or grab. Jump or grab. That's what we need. Otherwise, we dodge. Oh, God. Too close. Back out. Back out. I'm stuck on a pillar. We'll play the long game here. Try it, Gwen. I'm getting too excited. I'm getting too excited. Ah! Out the back. Out the back. Pillar. We'll heal. Heal here. Oh, that's a bad heal. No! Ah! No, no! Oh. Oh. I'm so sweaty. Oh. Billy Joel. Billy Joel. Billy Joel. Oh.
Did I wait to send this? Yes. Hi all.
Hi, Lumella. How's it going? I gotta look at this clip. PB is the R and Lord. Hey, Evo. Gwynny Joel, I like that. Evo, are you down to try switching the PB when we get back into the fight? It's the R and Lord, apparently. We're testing something behind the scenes. The difference between that and the last 10 attempts was insane. Truly, truly. You have... Listen. I've made this entire game. I've made it 581 deaths so far and a couple victories. On one strategy. The Gooch is your friend. The Gooch is where we live. We take up residence in the Gooch. I'm getting my mail sent there these days. I'm paying taxes. My kids will go to the Gooch Middle School of Goochness. But for Gwen, it ain't working. We need distance. We need space. The Gooch? Never heard of her. Never been there before. I've never been. Ryan's picking a favorite mod. No, listen. Evo sent me something and I wanted to try it out, so we're going to test it. We're going to test letting Evo or the rest of the mods, if it goes well, letting them control the PB meter so that I don't have to worry about it. Luke, thank you for clipping this. I want to see what it is. Billy Joel? The dance. The fucking Piano Man dance. Billy Joel! The dance. The fucking Piano Man dance. Billy Joel! The dance. Dance. Billy Joel! Billy Joel! Billy Joel! Billy Joel! Anyways. Incredible. Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much for that. I love that clip. How do you clip? I need to research this. I'm such a noob on Twitch. If you're watching Twitch, there is in the bottom right-hand corner, kind of close to the little settings icon, there is a movie, one of those snapper things. And you can use that to create a clip if you see something funny. If you click that button, it'll take the last 30 or 60 seconds or whatever. And give you a chance to narrow it down. Yeah. Tony says, I need you to move the PB meter all over the screen and make it fly around.
Back just in time to see you wreck this fool. Have this sub for a morale boost.
Y'all, thank you, Jams. Thank you. The belief. I can feel your belief. Unfortunately, the current system we're using does not allow you to do that. It's not live timing. However, my goal, Tony, is to get that working. I don't know how to do it, but we're gonna try and get it working so you can make stuff fly around the screen. And then I'm gonna let you guys do it once, and I'm gonna be like, never mind, the mods don't deserve this power. We'll see. We'll see. Billy Joel. Oh man, my heart is still in my. I about said my heart is in my chest. My heart is still in my throat about that. That was so close. Oh. I know, right, Tony? Solid project management. My project management is terrible. Can I? Yesterday I had on Monday I had 2 hours to work on stream stuff. My first uninterrupted 2 hours that wasn't actually streaming since Ella's been born. Okay, so we're just fucking this attempt, huh? And when I tell you I did 16 projects at once, instead of doing one at a time. Just a little bit to the left, Evo. Damn it! I'm glad I put 10K on that one. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. RIP Bluebies for sure. Somebody got some good points there. Shaking my head, you died too fast? I know, right? I wish I could go back and see who guessed that it would be 600 attempts at this game. Hi, Cherim. How's it going? I'm assuming you made a lot of progress today. We've made a little bit of progress today. About an inch of PB progress today, I would say. Wouldn't it be in the VOD? Probably, but that takes like effort and stuff. Hi, Cherim. How are you? Good thing we won't reach 600, right? Absolutely. Wait, what attempt number is this? Are we at Bell Gargoyles yet or not? 32. It's on screen. Never mind. 32. So that's 6 short. All right, vote pink. Vote pink. Nah, this is doable anytime. I just got to get the right start. We played distant. We played distant. No gooch. No Gucci. And we get a good attack right from the start. He leaps right at the start. So we get a chance to dodge and then attack. We get a chance to start. Okay. Head empty, no thoughts. One attack. Then back out. We need distance. That was a leap. Yep. Back out, back out. Back out, back out. Oh, we're too close. Far too close. Heal here? Can I be hit? No, I can't. Haha. That was way too aggressive. Fuck. It's fine. It's like, it's chump change when he hits me like that. It's chump change. No! Protect me, pillar! Nice! Too quickly, too quickly! We didn't get hit somehow. Read him, read him, read him. Read him. 17 heals. Use them. No! Back out. Need to back out. Need to back out. Gotta back out. What a fight. What a fight. Die! That's the worst. When he's stuck on the pillar, then jumps around it. He like levitates. Back out, back out. Heal there? Can we try it? Oh! We can, but it did not work. We'll heal here. We have time for that? No? Should have attacked. God damn it. Okay. I would say that the strategy is going less well here, but somehow we're still kind of cooking. Back out. The timing is so bad. Ryan, get your head out of your ass. He'll kill me. He'll jump around it and kill me. He didn't. Let's go. Oh, I thought it was a jump. It's not a jump. Give me a grab or a jump. Grab or a jump, please. Fuck. Gotta heal. Oh! Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. We can't heal on that, but we try anyways. Why do we try? Why do we fall? Master Wayne. I'm dodging like an idiot! I need a pillar. I'm looking out for a pillar at the end of the night. 9 heals? It's plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. There is the read. There's the read. Give me a couple more of them. Can attack after the kick, but not that long. No, we can't. We have to do a short attack after the kick. Ah! Ah! It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Oh god. Heal. Is he gonna come flying around it? Oh, he missed. Thank God. That pillar is so useful. It's so close to the wall. It makes things a little sketchy, but oh my god. No, the pillar. Seven heals. Back out, back out. There it is. Come here, motherfucker. Need to heal. I shouldn't heal there, but it worked. Oh my god. Mercy. Okay. Didn't know why I dodged and blocked at the same time. Ah! Attack. Quick. Out. Thank you. Come on. This one's for all of Lord Rand. Come on. Give me a jump. Give me a grab. That hit. Damn it. Fuck. Come here. Gwen. Should dodge towards him. Don't be a coward now, Ryan. No! Gotta dodge out. Dodge out. Dodge out. I'm on a pillar. I'm stuck on a pillar. Duh, you whipped. You fucking whipped, boy. It's fine. It's fine. Tell me. Tell me not to. Tell me it wouldn't be incredible.
Help me. Stream crashed on the attempt. Classic Ryan.
Oh, God. You just gave me a heart attack. Hey, one thing. This one is for the bluebies. Did stream actually crash? Stream crashed?
Hi.
You did it. You absolute legend.
That's a nightmare. That's an absolute nightmare. I cannot believe it crashed. Oh my god, he's done. There's a bonfire right over here.
Let's go, Ryan. GG.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Graham, Pexy, Snoo. Thank you for the 582 bits. Holy shit. Hey, can I get one more exclamation read that? Can I get one more exclamation read that? Did you not miss much? It is funny that our first boss, right? Taurus Demon was our first boss, minus the tutorial. And stream crashed in that too. It's gonna be here, or is it gonna be over here?
Every soul truly has its dark. Remember this, Sir Mark of the Soiled Dark.
Sir Mark of the Soiled Dark. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Soul of the Gwyn. Of the Gwyn? The Mark? Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods and burned as cinder for the first flame. But even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. Link the fire! Oh, baby. You only get to finish Dark Souls 1 for the first time, one time in your life. And we're doing it in the Helm of the Wise, the Katarina armor. Ah! 582 deaths to get to this point. Months of streams. 1 million front seat questions. One baby. Oh, the music. And it only took 32. Hold up, if I alt tab, will it still play? It still plays. I need to do one thing. You know the drill, chat. You were here. You were here. Redeem it. It's a channel point redemption for one chat. Redeem it. You were here. I was here. If you'd like a moment card for the end of Dark Souls. We don't have to do a moment for the end of every game, but this one deserves it for sure. What a game. I need to scroll up because I missed some messages too. How do you feel right now? A little out of breath, a little shocked. A little. Just a little. In the best possible way. Disappointed. Make sure you redeem it, Ryan. Thank you, Luke. I totally forgot. A little in the best possible way. Disappointed there wasn't a phase 2. I'd have spent 20 more hours there. And I feel like that happens a lot in Dark Souls where I'm just like, give me another phase. Give me more. By that I mean FromSoft. Like, I'll take another phase. Please. Zach says, now I can tell you, remember when you first started playing and complained about how bad the roll was? Finally learned that there are different roll tiers depending on your weight. You just did the entire second half of this game with the worst roll, which especially made this fight much harder since it is slower, has fewer iframes, and covers less distance. Wow. You're telling me there's a roll out there that would have been faster on the fastest boss I've ever fought, that would have had more iframes on the most dangerous boss that I've ever fought, and would have covered more distance on the one boss where I want to be more distant? Ah! Oh. He's a gamer, what can we say? Hey, it did mean I got to see this boss a little bit more. It's true. I wasn't doing the big heavy roll where you completely stop your roll, right? I was just doing one down from that. But that one roll is barely even a roll. Thoughts on the game, by the way, retrospective? I mean, I have a million lore questions, which we will get to next week for sure. Thoughts on the game? Incredible, astounding. Like, I think this, the coolest part, I'm so glad I played Sekiro and Bloodborne before I got to this game. Because I just see the blueprint of two of my favorite games. And of, frankly, I'm thinking boss battles in other games too. And I look at this game and I think, was this the blueprint? I don't know if it was for every single one of those games, but I just feel like this is like a... It's like a thesis. It's like a PhD on boss battles and what they can be. They can be on the one end, pinwheel, LOL, bed of chaos, LOL. But really, like, those are fine for the variety. They can be Moonlight Butterfly. They can be, somebody hit me with exclamation DS bosses. They can be like, I still think Taurus Demon might be the most like, oh my God, hold up. Is this the same scene from the beginning?
The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
New Game Plus time?
Where they are
It's cool to see this back from the start.
To await the end
It's
of
really
the
cool.
world.
Look at our boy.
Is your fate.
Look at our guy, Mark. His hairline is high. His armor is wide. But he believes. This motherfucker. My man. I'm seeing a lot of questions in chat about, do you want to know this thing? Do you want to see this thing just now? Hold off on that for just a second. I want to talk a little bit more about the game just generally, and then we can talk about what we should do for the lore stream next week, what we want to do there, what we want to, do. I don't think we're not going to do any New Game Plus or anything right now. Zach has been working hard for months on a document about all of the things in Dark Souls 1 that I've missed. So I'm sure we're going to get to a whole bunch of it next week. And maybe some videos as well, depending on how easy it is. Zach was saying it's kind of hard to find lore videos that don't also describe anything from Dark Souls 2 or 3. And I don't want to know anything about Dark Souls 2 or 3. So we're going to figure it out. But hearts in the chat for Zach, please. For thanks for all your help. Save your. I know. You're sitting there like, I have information. I want to tell you. I want a front seat. I want to say things. Save it for a smidge longer. You've waited for so many hours. Save it for just a smidge longer. To wrap up my thoughts on Dark Souls real quick, I just think I think the boss battles are a blueprint for a whole genre, which makes like, and I connect those dots now, right? That doesn't mean every boss is incredible, but the ones that are incredible are great, and even the ones that are just a little bit varied, also incredible. I think I'm gonna have a better understanding of the story here before too long, but what I know about the story and the atmosphere, I just love it. It's just I see what is so immediately enticing and what is so immediately what has such staying power about this, like, this undead, this this guy in this like fallen world. It's got prophecy, it's got magic, it's got so much of the element of fantasy that I love, but in this weird dark twist. Dragons. That is I think just I think Dark Souls deserves all of the love it's gotten. Obviously, I think it's incredible. And I'm gonna remember it so fondly. I can't wait to play Dark Souls 2 and 3, and then Elden Ring, and then Demon Souls. Oh boy. Oh boy. We've been trying to contact you about your lore's extended warranty. That's so true. Check your DMs now. Step 1, get. Step 2, get how not to die. Wait. What the? The list will follow in a second. Deku, I would say save that list for the lore stream. I think that would be perfect, right? Although, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say save the list for the lore stream. Step 1, get. Step 2, good. How not to die in Dark Souls. Hey, thanks. What a final fight. The other thing I just want to say, the other thing I want to spend this second right now talking about is how Gwyn is such a fun fight. He just feels like Gwyn's just fast, right? He's so fast. He's so effing fast. And that makes that really tough. And I think it makes he's got so many hits that I think it really makes the gooch strategy really not workable. I also think his flaming fire sword is so cool. I just think I think it's dope. We should feed the dogs to celebrate. Most people don't like him, myself and Miyazaki included. He's very fast. That's interesting. Not liking Gwyn? Crazy. Dogs, you want treats? Interesting. Requiem said it out. Bye, Requiem. Thanks for being here. Hey, really quickly before we do anything else, can we get some hearts in chat for the mods who helped keep this playthrough blind for 90 plus hours or whatever? Hearts for the mods. And then I'm going to turn this into a pat yourself on the back moment too. Those hearts are also for you as an individual viewer. Thank you for biting your tongue, for not saying the thing you've wanted to say forever because it would change my playthrough, etc., etc. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's for the mods, but it's also for you. Playthroughs like this are impossible without a community that gets it and hero that gets it and plays along and is cooperative, and you guys are the best community for that. Ouch. Who are the treats from? I have truly no idea. I need to turn off the other thing. Truly no idea who they're from. Would you say you got good? I hope so. I really hope so. Requiem, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit, thank you. Little Nug Nug said something like, that's very sweet of you. Said something like, do you want to know something that would make this, the final boss a lot easier? Yeah, so here's what's on the table right now. Info about how the Gwyn fight could be made easier. Feel free to type that in the chat. Here's the other thing I want to do. If you're here right now, if you're at the end of this series before the lore stream, and you at home have been sitting on Perry the Platypus, motherfuckers. If you've been sitting on one piece of front seat advice, front seat, not like game info, not etc., etc. If you've got one piece of advice about how to play Dark Souls that you've been sitting on for 90 episodes, 100 hours. Feel free to type it right now. I want to wait for Zach's video. I can't say it yet. All right, I'll watch Zach's video. Zach's video is about this exact thing. All right, I'll pull it up. Dark Souls 1 guide to parrying. Are you shitting me right now? Oh, this is from Zach. Zach made this shit. This is a very different fight. This is interesting. He's at 1/3 health. He's at 1/5 health. This is very interesting. I'm gonna pretend like I never saw that. I'm pretending like I never saw that. Please tell me you're getting out throwing knives. Yes, throwing knives! Do it! Do it to him! Zach, I wanted so fucking bad to do this at the end. God, throwing knives really do hit for 0 damage, huh? Can I get an exclamation Xenon in the chat, please? I was gonna finish him off by knives, but they were doing too little damage. Throwing knives are really so bad, huh? Damn. I'm gonna ignore that that ever happened. Thank you for sending me to that, Zach. I'm promptly erasing it from my memory. Final boss can be parried. Why would they make that decision? Why would they make that decision? The only boss in the entire game that can be parried. I take back everything I said about how I liked Dark Souls. I'm kidding. Of course I love it. But why would they do that? Don't hit me with some thematic Gwyn is hollow and mindless. Hit me with a game design decision. What the fuck? It's just another hollow, same as you. Damn it. Now I'm coming all the way back around. I do actually like that. I do actually like that right there. Wait. Damn, I've come all the way back around on it now. Okay. Anyways, there's a lot of things that we have yet to answer that will be answered in the lore stream. There's a lot of things I want to get answers to, like seek guidance, etc. But we're going to save those all for the lore stream. We're going to do a nice, clean end right about here. And we'll come back next week, and we will delight in. We will roll around. We'll Scrooge McDuck. You remember, you know that thing about Scrooge McDuck, like rolling around in money? That's going to be us rolling around in lore. Somebody very talented with Photoshop should make that. Us rolling around in Dark Souls lore, just living in it. Just absolutely delighting in it. Lore in the gooch. We're going to have lore all up in our everywhere. That will also come out to YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, don't worry, that will eventually come to YouTube. Until then, if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much for sticking with us for this many episodes, especially all those times I died to bosses that I shouldn't have. YouTube, thank you. Twitch, thank you. Dark Souls, it's done. Ah! Bye-bye. Oh, baby. 582 deaths. Oops. We didn't quite get to 600, huh? I'm feeling sad. Damn, I'm feeling sad now. That's one more FromSoft game done. There aren't infinite, you know? There aren't infinite. There's a void that only FromSoft can fill. How many deaths was Bloodborne? I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe we should try and add that to the commands, like Dark Souls and Bloodborne or something. That's an idea. You still aren't even halfway through him. That's true. You live. Oh, Ludwig, that's great. You live. Wait till you get to Elden Ring. You're feeling sad because the piano pling pling plong at the end just hits different. Oh, man. What a good game. What an excellent game. I can't believe it's over. There's always Lies of P. I've heard that. I've heard it's fantastic. I've heard Lies of P. I mean, I'll say now, in terms of Souls-like not made by FromSoft, Lies of P is the list for me. That's the game I will play. Listen, I don't want to say I will play it someday because I got 4 more 4 more FromSoft games to get through, but and I don't think I'll probably play it before any of those necessarily, but Dark Souls 1 is such a chill game to do runs of once you know it well. It's a gift that keeps on giving. I will say, it's the first of the games. I don't know if this is even possible with Sekiro or Bloodborne, but it's the first of the games where I'm like, absolutely, I would do a randomizer, you know? Like, absolutely, I would do a randomizer. That makes total sense to me. Hey, the fun doesn't stop here. We're actually going to do some Game of Sisyphus. Can you imagine if we climbed both those mountains in the same day? There's no way we would, right? It'd be irresponsible to even hope that we might. But listen, I still got another hour in me. Another hour and a couple minutes. That's plenty of time to beat Game of Sisyphus or lose. Or fail. That wasn't on the schedule. I can't abide by this. What's it say on Wednesday? It wasn't on the docket, but it was on the schedule. Exclamation week, anyways. I can't think of a game you should play that's also a blueprint for this game and is... Sorry, I can think of a game. That is a blueprint for this game and is not Demon Souls, but I won't say which one. Is my brain broken, or is that... Or what are you referring to? Because I don't actually know. Evo, I would say no worries, because I'll be able to see it if you type that on the screen thing. I'm glad it worked that you could change the thing though. All right, y'all. In case you've never seen it before, we're gonna play Dark Souls. Or we're gonna play Dark Souls. Or oops. We're gonna play Game of Sisyphus, which is a game where you push a rock up a hill. Sorry for double audio. We're going to play Dark Souls from the start. Oh, man. I've got the rest of the day is just going to be a letdown after that, right? Oh. I said it weird. Oh, were you thinking of Death's Door? I have no idea what you were thinking of, but I had to take the opportunity to make a Death's Door reference. Can't believe you can parry that motherfucker. That's crazy. Holy shit. Sven, are you still here? Sven's here. Oh my god? Sven! What the fuck? This is incredible. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This is so cool. Wow. Oh my god. Sven, this is really cool. This is really cool. Thank you for this. This is amazing. What does it say on the sword? This needed to be in the episode? I will make sure this goes in the episode. Yeah, this does need to be in the episode. Sven needs to get credit for this. Like, people need to see this. The throwing knife belt pouch. Oh, I had the same thought. Wow. Right now you have to read all of spoiler chat on Discord. Oh no. I wonder if Sven did any, like, I wonder if this says anything in particular. Ryan, now you have to read all of spoilery chat in Discord. That would be the most mentally unhealthy thing ever. Here, I've said it before, but spoiler chat is you guys' place. You guys have fun there. I don't go there. That's like the elephant graveyard from Lion King. We don't go there. Been messing around with the Ligny Claire art style and decided to do it in this, and should say Uchigatana, though my kanji isn't very good. Kanji isn't very good. Oh my god. The little shat rivet. Wait, where? Oh, right there. Oh, little shat. Mark von Hierlein. This is so dope. Oops, wrong button. Sven, thank you so much. Incredible. Oh my god. Is it weird if I make it my desktop background? Okay, we're gonna play some game of Sisyphus. I can't believe that. A dad streamer that gives space for his children, chat, to roast him in confidence. Sorry, to talk together in confidence to roast him. Exactly. Exactly. Everything the Discord touches is our kingdom. What about that shadowy place way out there? That's hashtag spoilery discussion. You must never go there. Dark Souls death count was 582, yeah. If you look close in the gold back plate, there should be a few more Easter eggs. Oh, that's the... So what were the other Easter eggs? Because we saw the shat. There was like a flower and then a like a 3-wheeled spinning thing. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. I'll have to go since it's getting late. Thanks for being here, Duck. Oh yeah, is Natalar still here? We do just have to say. How about that? You know, how about that? How about that how about that victory, huh? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I am. Oh. Game of Sisyphus. Why is it not loading? Inside the larger circles, namely the one next to the spinny and shat. A little Tama and not a cult? Oh my god, it is there. Holy shit, it's so hard to see. I did not see that at all. Not a cult. Tama. Incredible. It took you almost 2 hours. You shouldn't be cocky. Well, your message wasn't it's gonna take him 2 hours to beat Dark Souls. It was... I love that, Sven. I love that. All right, let's see if this one works. Whew. Anyways, what are we doing with the rest of our day, guys? What are you guys up to? We got a cross-country meet tonight. I don't know. What do we want to talk about? Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're here to play the game of Sisyphus. We're fresh off of a... spoilers for the Dark Souls playthrough. A victory. Say hi, YouTube, if you'd like. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. We're fresh off of a victory of Dark Souls, and we have about an hour to play some more, to push rock uphill good. Push boulder uphill good. So that's what we're gonna do. Push boulder uphill. And hopefully not die. And hopefully not fail. What do you guys get? What do you guys got going on the rest of the day? Today's my first day without plans in a while, so I'm excited to chill. Luke, are you the kind of person who, like, are you and or Pissbot, do you guys make a lot of plans? Like, are you hyper social? Are you, nope. Are you like spending a lot of time dealing with the plans that Pissbot makes? Do you make plans and Pissbot has to deal with them? Like, basically, I'm asking for the relationship dynamic in terms of plan making and non-plan making. Probably playing Once Human after work. Wait, what's that? Wait, is that the like MMO? Oh, Jesus Christ. The newer game? Gonna play some more Astrobot tonight with Lucas so we can stay ahead of you for tomorrow. Elia!
I just had a job interview and I think it went well. Lilind bop, Lilind bop, Lilind bop.
Hell yeah. Congratulations. Congrats. That's huge. Oh! Leave me alone. Luke and Evo and I have been playing a ton together. I love that. So it sounds like Luke does have plans, am I right? What's the, I know very little about the premise of Once Human. Ah! It worked. It worked. Just don't question it. Just go. Like, I know nothing about. I'm gonna pause right here and sprint off. Get ready to go to the right. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Oh my god, I'm not warmed up on this game. Post-apocalyptic shooting, crafting, etc., etc. Just parry the boulders. I've been listening to Worlds Beyond Number lately and I'm obsessed. Oliver, exactly how far into it are you? I just listened to the episode they put out today, which is just like a recap episode, but I also am obsessed with Worlds Beyond Number. I'm completely caught up. Game I've been wanting to play comes out tomorrow, so I'm going to chill today, get a good night's rest. It's not Satisfactory because that's out already. I'm only 7 episodes in. Oh boy, oh boy. Pissbot's a lot more social than I am. This weekend she was part of a cool art festival in our city. I helped her with some of that. Also had to clean our house for some guests. I love it. Megan is also more social than me. Which is overall fantastic for me. Like, it means that I see people IRL when otherwise I basically would not. But, you know, unfortunately, most of my best friends have moved. Like my best friends live in Arizona, Colorado, and Colorado. So it's kind of rough to hang out with them much. But what's Worlds Beyond Number? It is the D&D. This is in a couple days you'll understand why I'm laughing. But I have a story to tell about. You know, I have something to say about Worlds Beyond Number. But it's a D&D podcast. Put on by Brennan Lee Mulligan, Abria Iyengar, Erica Ishii, and Lou Wilson. It's the 4 of them. It has amazing sound design. They launched it like last year, maybe 2 years ago now. And it got a ton of Patreon support. And so they like have an incredible sound designer that works for them and like fully scores the episodes. Like Evo's lurking to make food. Sounds great. It is a very, it is a more slow burn D&D thing than anything I've ever made, like, listened to before. Like, if you were to compare it to your, like, NAD pods or anything, your Dimension 20s. You know, they're 30 episodes into an arc, and they're level 3. Lou Wilson has to be absent a lot. That's true. You You fucker. A rotating cast of characters fill in for him instead. God damn it. No. Go to the side. Fabledom is the game? No, to the side, to the side, to the side, to the side, to the side. No. Stay, stay, stay. It's honestly getting pretty caught up here, which is really huge for me. Oh my god. Just got spat out my direction. Do not knock. No, that's the worst. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, it's not bad, actually. I need to listen to Worlds Beyond Number. I really love those creators. Yeah, I don't... the way they describe it is that they, it's like their home that they can come back to. Like, they've all made content for a lot of other places. Dropout included, you know. Abria's done so much stuff. Erica has done so much stuff. And they describe it as, like, their kind of, like, their home thing, their own thing. And they're going to just do what they want with it for a very long time. So currently, Brennan is DMing one game. Yeah, shit. Brennan is the first DM, but they're going to, like, do a rotating cast of characters. But the problem is Brennan is their DM for this first game. And it is, like I said, they're 30 episodes in, and they're level 3. And I also think Artifice, I was about to say a similar thing, which is that I think Worlds Beyond Number might be Brennan's best story, which makes it basically like the problem is we're only level 3 and they may go until level 20. Who knows? But like, it's definitely shaking up to be like maybe my favorite thing, like my favorite D&D story, my favorite TTRPG story. Yeah, it's really good. Anyways, Cheeseman says I'm hoping to buy a gaming PC soon. You play on console currently? Console currently? Console currently? It's cool. I was really behind on Worlds Beyond Number for a while, but I caught all the way up with NADPOD a couple weeks ago, and on paternity leave, I had more time for podcasts and said that this would happen, and it was true. And it was like, one of my friends say they have a lot of time for podcasts. I had a lot of time for podcasts on paternity leave, so I caught up on Worlds Beyond Number and not another D&D podcast. Okay, I think we do want to go up the side here. We just don't want to get knocked into this thing, into this little gap. These gaps are cruel and unusual punishment. Evo in my DMs literal seconds before you dropped it. If he doesn't throw. Does anybody have anything they're looking forward to this week or weekend? You're looking at what I'm excited for this week. Megan and I've said this before, but like Megan and I had a big conversation about how we could switch our schedules up a little bit so that I could have dedicated like stream and YouTube time a little bit more than has been available the last couple months. So I've been waking up at like 6 a.m. to get my exercise in. I've been able to, I'm going to hopefully be able to stream 4 days this week and record YouTube stuff. And oh boy, I'm so happy to be back to doing so. Mostly looking forward to Once Human, working on some art projects. Interesting. What kind of art projects are you working on, Carly? I ask in a completely normal way as if I am unfamiliar with them. Why am I doing this? What could you possibly be working on, Carly? I think I played that off rather well, I would say. No one has any idea. Indeed. Going to Nashville to explore and have a fun weekend. Nice. Have you ever been before? Such a normal way to ask that question. Thank you. I've been working hard on it. Sometimes I don't even go to sleep until 6 a.m. Oh boy. I don't wake up at 6 a.m. every day, but the days that I have like a good amount of exercise I want to get in. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I'm trying to think what else. We have 2 cross-country meets tonight and tomorrow. And we have... I'm going to race a triathlon this weekend. I'm excited for it. Spot and I are going to go to Cincinnati to see some friends, so another busy weekend incoming. How's your social battery, Luke? No plans, just looking forward to chilling this weekend. The best weekend plans. No plans. We got to stay closer to the center through this whole area. I'm headed to karaoke so that I, a grown man, can get up on stage and sing Hot to Go. At the wedding I was at in Philly, the most popular song on the dance floor was Hot to Go, which was really exciting. And one of my friends did not know the song, and I had so much judgment for him in that moment. Never been, and I'm going with someone I've been dating, so it should be fun. Incredible. How long you guys been dating, Frank? I gotta stay in the middle, but I don't want to lose it. Boyd's birthday is over the weekend. We're celebrating that, and I'll probably play Once Human. Playing CP 2020. Cyberpunk 2020 with the guys on Sunday, as well as duck hunting on Saturday with some friends. So it should be a good full weekend. Just have to get through the week. Next week, a game called Plucky Squire comes out. Very excited for it. What a good word plucky is. What an excellent word. I have no idea if the game's any good, but... I met him about 2 weeks ago. Sorry, 2 months ago. We went to Atlanta last weekend. Guess we already love traveling. That's exciting. Oh no, what are we doing? What are we doing? I love it. That can't be a bad sign. How'd you guys meet? The floor on this level trips me out. Session 0 went really well for my D&D group. Yay! I'll probably be spending a good chunk of this weekend getting our player characters more integrated into our setting. It's exciting. I think we might play... Hopefully we're going to play D&D on Friday. Not to jinx it or anything, imagine how funny it would be if we beat 2 games in one day. Katila, I have terrible news for you. I have really bad luck at jinxing things recently. Last night I put Elle to bed. We've been working on getting Elle an earlier bedtime. So generally the last couple months she's... It's fine. She's been going to bed at like 10. Like basically since she was born, she's been going to bed at like 10. And of course she naps all day and she like sleeps relatively late in the day, so like that's fine, but like that's still pretty damn late. And it means if bedtime doesn't go well, then all of a sudden Megan and I are up till 10:30, 11, and I'm trying to get up at 6 a.m. to exercise, etc. So it's like Megan's back to work, so something's got to give. So we've been trying to put her to bed at like 8:30 these days. Megan was responsible for bedtime the last 2 nights. The actual like getting her to sleep in the bassinet. Success both times at 8:30. She stayed down until, stayed down the whole night. Last night, I was home alone because Megan was still working, and I put her down at 8:30. I texted Megan, I don't have a good feeling about this. She woke up. Son of a bitch. She was up till like 10:45 last night, and I was like, I am a failure as a father. I have ruined everything. And it's over. truly the child of an emergency department employee and a gamer with that bedtime. It's finally the time in my backlog that I get to play Dragon Age, which I've heard good things about. Luke says my social battery's okay. I haven't had a ton of time for socializing. I'm more physically tired, but the most tiring part of this trip will be the drive. So I look forward to it. Got dinner coming up with family, friends, parental figures I've started spending more time with again since last fall. I got you, Artifice. Are you looking forward to that, or does that stress you out? Or both? Oh, the amounts of failure you'll feel as a parent? I feel like I'm mostly inoculated to it, and then anything goes worse after 7 p.m. If anything goes badly after 7 p.m. and I'm like, yep, I'm not cut out for this. I'm a failure. It's bad. If something goes wrong after 7 p.m., I'm like, yeah, turns out. All kinds of idiots are good parents, and I'm worse than all of them. That's just the self-talk after 7 p.m. Gotta do some yard work while the weather's nice. Take some allergy meds. Catch you tomorrow for a PG stream. Sounds good. Okay, this area is sketchy, but if we just solve it individually, we're fine. Also been replaying Rain World. I might be close to beating it for the first time. Right, you were saying you were enjoying it, right? Like you're back to Rain World after the first time, and you're enjoying your trip back. We left the pretty area, and all of a sudden now we're in Crud. Yeah, and the Crud is hard. Crud's hard. Rain World's amazing. Hey, is anybody currently in chat? Don't type yes. That wasn't the full question. Is anyone currently in chat looking forward to the Factorio expansion? Any Cracktorio heads in chat? I'm so worried I'm gonna want to play Factorio DLC, which is apparently super long, and truly no one in my entire community is going to be like, "Oh, I love Factorio." Everyone's gonna be like, "What is this game? How does this work?" I'd be like, do I really even play it at that point if literally no one knows it or understands it or gets it or likes it? Probably not. I'm looking forward to you talking about it. It's like the worst timing. I have less time than ever in terms of being a parent. I have more excitement than ever to do stuff, and I'm really about to choose Factorio. I love Factorio, so yes, let's go, Freya. It'll be me and Freya hanging out in chat, having a great time. I did the normal I did base game Factorio on stream once, so I can do, I could survive anything. I'm going so slow through this period because I really do not want to mess this shit up. I said that and then I got real risky right away. No! Waiting for Zelda and Hobbits because I'm basic and proud. I know Zelda, but Hobbits? You're waiting for Hobbits? What is there new Lord of the Rings something coming out soon? Oh, Tales of the Shire. I did see that. Because it's the one we talked about. That's right. I don't know anything about it, but I did remember seeing the, just because it reminded me of that Hobbit game on Game Boy, etc., etc. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, you guys want to see a fun thing? If you try and zoom out while you're already too zoomed out, this is what the camera does. I've played CK3 a ton, but Factorio makes me feel like a troglodyte who has just discovered technology. That's how my 2 hours with CK3 made me feel, though. Playing Factorio is like learning to play Factorio is like learning a language, it feels like. I don't know. That's Sisyphus's headache. That's his migraine speaking to him. So excited for Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, well, people in chat, like at least a couple, right? We'll be playing Echoes of Wisdom like right when it comes out. I'll be selling my soul to Dragon Age Veilguard starting October 31st. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you've been reading short stories set in the universe. That's neat. That's neat that exists. We're going slow, but we're going steady. That's the key. I love middle school cross-country runners because you just have to teach all of them the same, the same 3 or 4 lessons over and over again. We've got this girl right now at practice who just keeps sprinting the warm-ups and then sprinting the cooldown and then not being able to perform as well in the actual workouts and races. And I'm like, yes, you are winning the warm-up and cooldown, but at what cost? But at what cost? Those are actually the times when you have my utter permission and encouragement to go as slow as you would like, as long as you are getting warmed up. And yet, you push. You push hard. Why? Also, the most heartbreaking thing has happened, which is that the kid from last year, Cuphead kid got injured last year, right? Had a big injury. Couldn't run the whole season. Guess who's injured again this year? He ran 1 race. Cuphead kid is injured again. It's the worst. My heart literally breaks for him. His mom is also super involved with the team, and so is always coming by practices and stuff. And I feel so bad because he's just always standing out there, not running, doing exercises that are supposed to help with PT. At least we get to talk with each other a lot, but oh, not like this. But I just wish he could run. I feel like he would really enjoy it, and I feel like he deserves it after last year. Did you watch the Paralympics? No, I have not watched any Paralympics. I've seen lots of clips on social media, though, which has been fun. Did you watch? That new dude needs to be bubble wrapped in a straitjacket in padded room. Dear God. Yeah. He's the oh man, I feel so bad for him. Because the real problem is that in middle school on the cross country team, and no judgment either way. There's two types of kids, and there's a million types of kids because they're all incredibly diverse and have their own interests and etc. But there's 2 types of kids: the ones who do not want to run, and who we must encourage to run. They don't want to do the last rep of a workout. They don't even want to do the first rep of a workout. And the kids who really want to run, and we have to be like, you want to do more. My job is to tell you to do less so that you don't get injured, don't get hurt, etc. My job is to rein you in rather than to really try and get you to go. And when a rein in kid, who just wants to run, all they want to do is run. They think it's fun. I'm like, oh my God, you've solved 90% of the problems facing most middle school cross-country runners. You want to be here. That's so exciting. And not only you want to be here, but you also want to work hard. A lot of kids want to run cross-country and they want to hang out with friends. That's all fine. That's all good. I'm into that. Happy to encourage that. But you want to run, and you want to run hard, and you can't. Life is so unfair. Is this new? What the is that? It's looking at me. It's a little guy. Is this the last zone? I think it might be. Friend-shaped? Very friend-shaped. I was also a kid that it was assumed didn't want to do sport, but actually just needed more encouragement. Yeah, I mean, the spectrum of, like, encouraging kids to work hard at cross country is in middle school is interesting because it's like the thing that I always have to remind myself is that, like, all of the parts of being on a team and being a, like, being quote unquote an athlete, being a student athlete specifically, being on a team where, like, it's an individual sport, but you're, I think they're gonna run at me. What do you think they're gonna do? Like, ah! Like, all of that is never mind, back up. All of that is a skill and, like, a thing you have to have some experience at before you get good at it, right? Like, no one is born, like, knowing how to, like, cross country is very simple. You run 3 kilometers in middle school. There is not a lot of strategy. Your goal is to expend the energy available to you equally over 3 kilometers. And if you do that, and you do that, except with all of the different distances in your workouts, you get better and faster. Like, there's no, like, real great science to it, like, at this level. It's really pretty easy. Like, expend your energy, pace yourself is basically the one lesson of cross country. And you would be amazed at how difficult pace yourself is to teach to kids. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. It's the most difficult lesson. It's so hard. But then there's also, like, the kids are interesting because, like, some of them, not all of them, but and it's different for each individual kid, but, like, some of them really want to, like, run well. Oh God, do we just go up the side here? I think we might. They want to, like, be fast. They want to PR. They want to run well. On the other hand, they, like, working out, like, in practice, like, when you have a specific workout is hard. And it's not, like, always type 1 enjoyable. It's more sometimes a little bit more like type 2, like, doing something difficult is fun when you accomplish it, that kind of thing. And, like, they just have no experience, not a ton of experience with that, or they haven't, like, been to therapy and walked through, I want to do well, but I also, and that means that I therefore must, you know, do the other parts too, or, like, it's a necessary evil, delayed gratification. Those are all things that they're, like, have different levels of, like, expertise at and experience with. It's kind of amazing how, like, super basic you sometimes have to be coaching cross country. It's kind of amazing. Oh, this is fun. This is, like, a fun little gauntlet. And maybe that's just coaching middle school in general. It's just that way, but. Oculus, thank you. We did it. Somehow we did it. I feel like I always struggled with it because I felt like I was going to tire in just the same time, even if I paced myself, and I would just make it less distance in that time. Yeah. And there is a little something to be said for going out a little hard. It's just, the other thing too is that, like, one thing that the middle schoolers, in my experience, some of them really struggle with is, okay, if we just go over here, we can rest, right? One thing that they tend to struggle with is, like, in cross country, we don't have, like, dribbling skills, right? Like, there's no, like, ball handling skills. There's no shooting skill. There's no passing skill. Like, the like, physical moment to moment hand-eye coordination type skill of running is not, like, that's not a skill that you learn during running, really. But one of the really, like, important, like, vital in terms of, like, if you want to succeed as a cross country athlete, skills is learning how to, during a race, like, this is going to sound so simplistic, it's going to sound painful. And if this is super boring for you all, let me know. But, like, the skill of giving it your all, like, basically getting to the finish line, having to some degree paced yourself well, and more importantly, having dug deep, like it's gonna suck during the last half, and you still continue to push and continue to like do what your body will let you do. That's just like that's a skill and is hard for a lot of middle schoolers to learn. So our team is like has the full spectrum of like some kids, they got that shit figured out and they know how to push themselves really tough, really hard, and dig really deep. And some kids, like, that's still the thing they're learning. It's like, that's an important one. We gotta. And how do you teach someone to do that? Not just for middle schoolers? Absolutely. How do you teach someone to do that? I don't know. Oh my god, there's another level after this. Son of a gun. It's not like it's particularly fun. We used to pretend run around the bottom of the running track at school because we thought the distance meant teachers couldn't tell. Are you saying like move your arms in a motion that looks like you're running type of vibe? Because that's very funny. I always hated sports in school because I could not get good grades even if I trained additionally outside of school hours. You couldn't get good grades in sports or in school. The rocks are pretty cute. They're pretty cute. They remind me of the things from Breath of the Wild, the little guys. Know what I mean? We just go over this right here. Tablets. Just go over this right here. Sure, I can. Is it smart? I don't know. It worked. We only had sports as a school subject, not real clubs like in the US. Gotcha. So you really got a grade. Wow. Interesting. I don't know how I would feel about grading the kids on the team, huh? Like, I don't know what grades I would give out. They're all just starting from such different places, like emotionally, like maturity, like, is this a big guy? What's going on up here? Why does that thing have ears? If that's a big guy and it kills me, I swear to God. Sounds horrid to get a grade in sports. Yeah, like maybe they have a good system for it and they know how to. That's a motherfucking golem. Oh my god, there's at least 2 more sections. Jesus. It's 3 a.m. and I'm watching a bald guy control a guy with more hair push a rock up a hill. It's correct that Sisyphus has more hair than me, but I'm not bald. We definitely just go around the side here, right? Like, you've got to be kidding if you think I go in the middle here. I wonder if that thing wakes up. He's totally going to grab your ball. What's this? Is that honey? The system sucks. We do lots of different kinds of sport. Running, tennis, soccer, basketball. So it's better for some, infinitely worse for others. Oh no. That's interesting. We have a kid on the team right now who's super interested in like who's super nerdy. And so the last few days he's been talking to me about his this kid talks nonstop. He will not stop talking in practice. It's kind of great. It's kind of, you know, because he's just very enthusiastic. But on the other hand, he won't stop even when the coaches are talking. And I'm like, you got to listen to the instructions. And you're running. Like, you can't talk forever. Certified yapper, truly. He's a great kid though. He's been telling me about the book that he got for his birthday, which is like a version of like astrophysics for kids, for like middle school age. And I'm like, damn, this kid really was like me as a 12-year-old, huh? That certainly is a noise. I don't know how I feel about this noise. I feel like this probably is just glass you fall through, right? What happens if the ball falls through? The glass? There's no edge. I love listening to chatty kids. I agree. In most situations, I also think a chatty kid is great. Did you do any sports in middle school? Yeah. I did cross-country, basketball, and track. The same sports I did all the way through high school, or most of the way through high school. I quit basketball at one point. I think I also did soccer, but that was probably just like late elementary school. Soccer and softball. What position did you play in softball, Evo? I quit baseball a little bit before middle school. I was a band geek. Sports, ew, I was in band. What a bunch of nerds we got here. I did general PE. In Finland, you also have to do sports classes. We also get graded. I played tennis, not affiliated with the school. Archery, netball, and rowing. Damn. I was either first baseman or third. Do you know which one you were, or do you not remember? Did you play both positions, or do you not remember which position you played? I do remember I played both. Okay. I couldn't tell if that was a like first and third. I don't remember which one's which. Oh, what the is this? You're doomed? Probably. That's your arch nemesis? It's kind of an arch shade. That's pretty good, Pexy. It's an arch nemesis. This is the little into focus bridge. BRB, I will not be reading chat for the next 30 seconds until it falls, and then I'll be screaming and running. Wrong button. Oh, my Lanta. The last part looks like the hard part. All of a sudden, it bends sharper. Do we just keep momentum going, or what do we do here? I don't know. No checkpoint? I don't know that I will ever manage to do that again. We have to stop. We have to finish the game right now. I don't think I will ever manage again to do that again. That's a once-in-a-lifetime performance. What's this shit? Please. What is this? What are you doing to me? Stop it. This is cruel. What's the gimmick here? I'm so nervous. I'm not going to sprint. I kind of feel like I should sprint. I kind of feel like I should go to the edge in case, like, Zeus himself from the sky strikes me down. Are those pillars? Like, is that the finish? Is this a victory lap? I didn't even want to say it out loud. I didn't even want to say that idea out loud. Self-doubt is the gimmick. The final enemy to be defeated. The final obstacle. The obstacle is the way. The ego is the enemy. Ah, yes. Fear is the mind killer. Platitudes. Bad advice. Cliches. My hands are sweating. You could probably roll it off the edge. Of course I could. What are you saying? Of course I could. Gimmick is chat. Hi, yes, you're reading it right now. Exclamation Forest, by the way. On the edge of my seat, figuratively speaking. I don't want to speed up because there's too much to lose. There's no way we make it past that arch again. I'm dripping sweat. What is that thing moving up there? Where? Oh, like on the top of the screen? I think it's shadows, yeah. I think they're the shadows rendering in and out from the pillars. Doesn't part of you just want to lose just before the end as an act of individual defiance? Don't fucking... No, of course not. What's that line on the right? What? Line on the right. Fucking paranoid. You fell for it? I don't even want to look. You're stressing me out? I think this has got to be... I don't even want to say it. I don't want to breathe. I don't want to move. This might be harder than the final boss of Dark Souls, which I beat today. It says gullible on the floor a bit behind you. Joke's on you. I use that joke on my middle schoolers constantly. Hey, you dropped your pocket. We get it right and you beat Dark Souls. I'm going to talk about it every single day for the rest of my life. I'm so sweaty. I'm also a little nervous that I haven't used the WAS, almost lost it. The AS or D keys for a while. So if something actually happens, I'm going to be like out of practice. I just fucking hit the W button. Go. Hit the W button and go. I wish we had scare alerts. Why are they doing this to me? I want so badly to hit the shift button to sprint, but I'm not doing it. Eyes off chat. On hill, please, thanks. You guys don't even have chats on the outcome here. You guys really want me to be done with this game this bad? Sure, L. I get that you graduated school today, but did you know I beat Dark Souls? Thanks, Artifice. Knocking out 2 games in one day. We should all be so lucky. I don't know. If I die, it's exclamation Forest for sure. Don't let me hear anything but exclamation Forest if I die. No shots, just blood pressure. The minorest, the smallest of deviations in how this boulder moves, and I'm like freaking out. What? Is that the end? What's going on? I can't see. It looks just empty. If you beat this today, you can dedicate all of next week to Toontown. Yoink. Wait, what? You ever just... I hope there's a whole downhill section with traps at the top. There's nothing against Toontown, just... Don't capital D colon me. They have the chance to do something so funny here. They really do. My brain is becoming my own enemy for this section. 100%. How will the Toons know you're married if you don't get on there and tell them? That's right. This is the slowest fucking... There's something at the top there. I can see two little nubs of something. Does that mean there's a downhill section? Is this the victory lap or what? Oh my god. Literally dripping sweat on my keyboard. You ever have that moment where it's kind of like putting in golf, where you have something so close to the hole that it actually starts to become a problem? It's not just an easy putt. It's a far too easy putt. It's a putt so easy, you'd have to be an idiot to mess it up. A putt so easy that it almost sort of begs to be messed up, because you'd have to really put effort in to get it to not go straight forward into the hole. What is this? What is this? I have a little bit of that where I'm just like, do I just yank it? Like, not. Because if I don't yank it on purpose, I might yank it on accident. It's a pillar. It's a, oh. The pedestal? But what happens if I fuck it up off the pedestal? It's the parasites in you want to eat the ball. Exactly. What happens if I fuck it up off this though? Does it just go like roll off the edge and then downhill and then forever? I hope there's a hole in the middle. Everybody just calm down. For 2 seconds, we're gonna rest our hands. Okay, let's do it. What's at the top? There's another mountain all the way over there, which is kind of sketching me out. There's railing the entire time? Sisyphus, my man. Ah, let's go. Sisyphus, you finally reached the summit. I know your journey wasn't easy. The fuck is this dude doing? Just like the world you've lived in, filled with effort and pain, injustices and resentments, things not going as planned. It's not just the world of humans that's absurd. Everyone eventually dies. Even the wisest cannot uncover all truths. Living without knowing even the reason for one's birth. As long as one is born human, the world seems only absurd. Multiple options? Sisyphus, what meaning can you find in this endless suffering? I wait for death. Option 1. I will roll the rock up 10,000 times. And I will roll the rock up 10,000 times. And I will. 3. The gods will set me free. 4. I acknowledge meaninglessness. In a way, I acknowledge meaninglessness. And by that, I mean I acknowledge that we are given no meaning, and the only meanings we have for each other, at least in my personal opinion, is the meaning we make for each other. The things we imbue with meaning with our human lenses and meaning-making brains. I'm going to choose 4. I acknowledge the meaninglessness. Oh, this is me talking. And pursue unconditional joy in the moments between life and death. I will love and maintain this meaninglessness itself. I am already happy. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I love that Zeus is out of focus, so they didn't have to dedicate too much time to his model. Absolutely. His eyes look like he has two shades on, like white shades. Very impressive. It seems you found the meaning of your life. Not even this punishment can dominate you. I must reflect on this too. Well, the time has come. I will send down the boulder. So push it back up again. Say what? You fucking what? You actually beat the game when you push it up twice. Wrong answer, bro. You did not give up even amidst the endlessly repeating challenges. I love that there's a rail here for it to fall down. And in that process, you discovered true happiness. Oh, they each have names. This was Rock Mountain, Malachite. We support your life, constantly striving, like Sisyphus. This is the very moment that one must imagine Sisyphus happy. Congratulations on clearing the game. Hey, you're welcome. Fuck off for this game. It was kind of beautiful. It was kind of meaningful. I really enjoyed playing it at the time we did. I really did. It was quite interesting. I enjoyed it. I would say I even, in a weird way, felt it to be a little bit meaningful, but in the same way that I just said, whereas we brought meaning to it. Congrats on clearing the game. What was your favorite area? Probably that last one without any fucking... Without any things getting in the way. Probably. I don't know. The ice was pretty iconic. We went a long way. Guys, there's only one logical thing to do next. I know I said we're going to start Astrobot tomorrow, but actually while we were hanging out prior to stream today, I found a new game that released on Steam literally yesterday that I think looks really interesting, actually. I think it's maybe got a lot to offer. It's called Pushing It with Sisyphus.
In punishment for his terrible deeds.
Okay, voiceover. Jesus Christ. It was released yesterday. What can I say? I'm a man of the people. I play new games. I play indie new games. It's just I don't know. I just thought maybe we could push a boulder up a hill. We've tried pushing a rock up a ramp. What if we tried boulder up a hill? Would it be abusing my new power to put no on screen? I did literally see that tweet yesterday about that game releasing, and I was like, it would be really funny to just show up to Game of Sisyphus with that game purchased and queue it up instead and play the other very similar game. Anyways, 2 games done in one day. I mean, can they really stop us? Are we really back? I don't think they can. We can't be stopped. What a day. Yeah, LOL at them describing it as a very happy guy. Sisyphus, a very happy guy. Time taken 12.5 hours. 52 out of bounds. 9,000 meters traveled. It's my first clear. Let's go 3 for 3 and finish Pikmin 2 today. I thought maybe we'd do Cuphead. New Game Plus. I can use a beach ball. Oh my god, I have 12,200. You guys can't see it. I have 12,238 gold. I could have bought any of these. Iron. How do I purchase it? Why is it locked? Purchase, yes. Bronze, yes. Silver. Oh, I don't have coins. Damn it, but I do have gold. Soccer ball, done. Tire, done. Basketball, done. Sapphire is for speed running? Oh, they have different weights and air resistance. That's interesting. Let's finish the last Pantheon. LOL. The beach ball is easy because it has weight. Less weight. Anyways, that's going to do it for Game of Sisyphus. It's done. It's done. They can't hold us down. Thanks for watching. YouTube, if you're watching this, thanks for watching a very random and weird YouTube series. I hope you enjoyed the father anecdotes, the new parent anecdotes, the ow, I just kicked the desk. The uphills. I hope you enjoyed the downhills. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, all right, gamers. Good stream. Fun times. Very fun times. That's all I had to say. Victories have been achieved. Progress count 1,000. The ball is no longer rolling up. It's true. I was going to ask YouTube if they came to a conclusion with the breast milk question, but did not do it in time. Oh, no. Friends, we'll be back tomorrow for Astrobot. We'll start Astrobot tomorrow, and on Friday, we'll do more Astrobot, but also... I'm tired. But also, we will do Smash or Pass Super Smash Brothers Edition. In the meantime, Dramality beat you to Astrobot by 1 day, you hack. God dang it. Chris beat me to Astrobot, and freaking Liz beat me to God of War. Hey, I have an idea for a raid here. We've got a friend who is playing Baldur's Gate 3 for the first time playing. For their first time playing. I believe she is just doing character creation today. Oh, she's currently on a BRB screen. Okay. Well. Oh, interesting, hero. On the other hand, we could also just raid Chris and say good luck on Astrobot. I might miss tomorrow's stream. Enjoy Astrobot. Thank you. Thanks. I hope it'll be fun. I love seeing people start BG3. I know. I think she's like 5 hours into stream. But they're on a BRB screen. I don't know. 1 second. Let me listen. Okay. What do you guys think? Chris and Astrobot or Friend and BG3? I'll let you guys pick. Did you beat Dark Souls 1? Yes, Jeff. I did, and I beat Game of Sisyphus. Both in 1 day. It's a miracle. BG3? Let's do it. All right. I have no idea if this is my friend Elena Orama. I have no idea if Elena is playing blind, so be very careful if you're going over for your own spoilers for BG3 if you don't want to see stuff, and for spoiling her. So be careful, not and respectful like the good people you are. Is it not working? Let me read. You were gaming? We were gaming today. We were absolutely gaming. Spoilers for me either way. Hey, I hear ya. Don't be careful. I'll definitely miss tomorrow's stream. I'm already using so much of my limited internet. No worries, Deku. I hope the rest of your vacation goes well. What do you guys want to say for a raid message? We could just say, good luck. You could say, oh my god, first time playing BG3. You could do little into raid. I feel like we need a raid emote. I don't know. I would say do your little into Ryan or little into Meg. Either one. I'd say little into Ryan, little into Meg. Just hit him with partner. Oh no, don't no. We're gonna be normcore, not weirdcore. You know what? I leave it up to you. Hit him with your own emote. Hit him with your own emote, whatever you prefer. All right, I'm getting out of here. You guys are the best. Thanks so much for the stream. It was a lot of fun. Dark Souls 1 is done. What a day. What a day. What an absolute day. I'm going to start raid, and I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Hit him with your favorite emote. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. 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 I just figured out how to add images. Uh-oh. I don't think you can do it on this screen anyways. I think it's only the gaming one. Like the scene. All right, see ya.